Welcome to DudeNoWay Live, where we embark on a quest to play the greatest games of all time. I'm your host, Moonchild of DudeNoWay, and today we are memeing on Moira. If you guys don't know, Moira is the most balanced character in all of Overwatch 2 Season 9. This character is off the wall, dude. It's pretty wild, the amount of things that you can do with Moira. And today, we're going to be laughing at how ridiculous this is, and we're just going to be playing her for a while and diving into some games and just showing off the extremely balanced character that we have set up here. The incredibly balanced hero that Blizzard has set us up with. So that's going to be a lot of fun, and that'll be part of the gameplay portion of today's show. But first, we have a Lifeweaver gameplay sent in by our friend, the Spicy One, who is playing on a different account today for whatever reason. You know, sometimes you gotta have multiple accounts just in case one of them gets, well, okay, so we used to have multiple accounts in Overwatch because sometimes your account would get locked inside of a certain rank, and then you wouldn't be able to get out of that rank. I can only assume that something similar happened with Spicy One, and that's why he has more than one Overwatch account. Although it doesn't really penalize you for not having you know, multiple accounts. That, like, there's no like progression that you lose or anything like that. You just miss out on the skins that you would normally have access to. But so today we've got a Lifeweaver gameplay, and we're going to be reviewing it, looking for mistakes and places that we could improve. And if you would like to have your gameplay reviewed here on the show, send me the import code to DudeNoWayLive@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to turn it into some content. Alright, so I've got it all pulled up here. We're going to go ahead and load the match. We're going to hit view, and I just want to make sure that everything is good on the back end. We are good there. We're good over here. My camera's not frozen, right? Alright, cool. My mic is, yep, my mic is doing its thing. Alright, good. We're doing awesome. Alright, so we're here on Lijiang Tower. We got Spicy One's name is Albert for this portion of the show. We're gonna be reviewing his Lifeweaver gameplay. It is starting very quickly. Okay, so right off the start, why are you not at the spawn door? What are you doing all the way back there? Be at the spawn door when the match starts. Stop squandering your opportunity for advantages. Be at the spawn door. Okay. At least you weren't AFK, though. It looked like you were AFK for a second. Okay, so real quick, Lucio. Stop squandering your potential for advantage. Let's go, dude. The match has started. What are you doing back there? This is a competitive game, too, right? Yep, there he is. Alright, so now Lucio is back with us, and we already are down one character because your team went out not as a team. If you're gonna play comp, if you're gonna get together, you want to play some comp in Overwatch, make sure that you are at the spawn door and ready to go as soon as the match starts. If you're not ready, just don't queue. Just wait a second to queue. Okay, so you are charging up your healing there. Nothing wrong with that. Your Genji is in front of your tank, so you have a Genji tank for whatever reason. Looks like a D.Va DPS here. And I'm not seeing any advancement on your team. Everybody seems very scared to go around this corner. You're all gonna get booped off this bridge by Farah. Somebody needs to move forward here. And like, yeah, okay, so this is good. Like, you're healing, that's totally fine. I'm pretty sure you're healing, you're charging it all the way up. You don't necessarily need to charge it all the way up. Right around like 50 to 60 range is totally fine, and then you can let go, and then just keep doing that over and over again. But again, no one is really doing anything on your team. There is a separate way too. Like, there's another way you guys could go. You're all just kind of standing there looking at them. And while, you know, the Mexican standoff is cool, you know, like the sound effect that that High Noon makes, right? That whee! That's what's happening right now, dude. Like, everybody's just standing on the opposite sides of the bridge to each other. There we go, we figured it out. Alright, so we're moving forward. D.Va has gone in a little bit hard here. D.Va has the potential to fly straight past these people. You know, she could fly over here and onto the point, thus splitting up the enemy team. But for whatever reason, she just decided to dive right in the middle of them. And with Farah being here and the D.Va being here, you can see she's utilizing her rockets. It looks like, oh no, that's Briggs. That's Briggs' mace. So Briggs' mace is coming through. You can see that Moira is beaming her. So this D.Va is going to be out of mech in like 1 second. and there's nothing you can do to save her. She's just gonna be out of mech. It is what it is. In this moment, I would just heal up Lucio and let D.Va be out of mech and die for the mistake she made. And there she goes, she's out of mech. Good, you healed up Lucio, good stuff. You pulled back baby D.Va. Unfortunately, if you'd have saved that, D.Va needs to be punished for the moment where she messed up, right? She needs to know, what the hell, dude? Anyway, she's wearing a hair mask. Right here, I think Lucio's about to fall off the map. If you'd have saved that and let D.Va die for her mistake, then you probably could have saved Lucio. Let's see if he actually dies. But you died trying to find out, right? That's unfortunate. You got hit by Ashe and you got hit by Pharah at the same moment. And the D.Va will inevitably die anyway. Excuse me. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts. Okay, and your Genji is down. This push is over on your guys' part. Like I was saying, you know, everybody should be moving around to the point. But when I meant move around to the point, I'd like go across the bridge, move to the point. I didn't mean run here, stand directly in front of all 5 of them, and get your face kicked in, dude. Like, I don't know what D.Va thought was going to happen, but that's her own fault. I'm gonna back it up to here. We're gonna watch as baby D.Va flounders around on the floor like Magikarp. And she only lived because of the healing aura from Lucio. Otherwise, she would definitely be dead. You are back, so let's go ahead and put it on you. You are also dropping heals their way. Again, you don't really need to charge this up to 80. You could just let it go around like 50 to 60. That's totally fine. You'll get more healing output that way. But I see you're holding it. You're holding it. Okay, so you are letting it go. All right, cool.
The warmth of BioLite.
Your tank could have died. Look, man. Look at this, dude. She still does not have a mech. In the time that it took for her to be demeched, you have already died, you've respawned, you came back, you've been standing here for like 10 seconds. She could have just jumped off the edge and had another mech by now. But she's so worried about her KD that she's gonna just keep going, just trying to shoot them until she gets a mech. It's a waste of everyone's time. Oh, there it is. Oh my god. Look at that, dude. This is the right thing to do in this moment because, like, at this point, you pretty much have figured out that your team isn't going to do anything, right? So, like, right now, because nobody has damage on them, really, even though D.Va's back there and she just got her mech, like, now's the time, maybe the tank should be in front of you. But in reality, no one's doing anything on your team. So I think it's totally fine to be using your thorns here. Maybe you get a kill, you know? Maybe you pick somebody off or you get somebody low and Genji can dive them, like, sometimes the support players have to be the one who takes care of business, right? And that's just how it is. So you're dropping the heals, you're throwing the heals out. Good, you didn't overcommit to the DPS, which I appreciate. Again, your D.Va is just scared, bro. She's just afraid. Like, dude. There's a back way. Lucio could just jump across. You know, Genji could jump across. Junkrat can mine himself across. You don't even need to walk around the long way. This is nuts. This is insane to me. Kind of thorning into the D.Va's defense matrix. Your D.Va just, she had the brilliant idea to maybe we take a different way. You heard her say, group up with me? Oh my god, revolutionary, dude. Just gotta be careful about that, Ashe, because you know she put you down in the past. You are full health right now, so she can't kill you in one headshot. But that being said, like, the Ashe combined with a Pharah rocket can kill you very, very quickly, so you just want to be careful. I'm gonna try and keep Genji up. He's standing on a health pack right now. He's kind of playing his own game, right? And you can see, as soon as they go to a different angle, the team just kind of breaks off from the choke. So, like, since D.Va has Lucio with her, right now, I think it would be totally fine for you and Junkrat and Genji to walk around across the bridge so that you kind of sandwich them in the middle on the point. And then by doing that, you might actually create an advantage for yourself that you don't otherwise have. But instead, you're just going to move the front of the fight. This isn't your fault either. This is specifically the whole team kind of not really knowing what to do in this moment. So instead of the fight being right here, now the fight is over there. Everybody's just going to be looking at each other, but from a different place, right? See, Junkrat has figured it out. Oh my god, chat, he's figured it out. Jesus Christ, look at him go. That's amazing. Alright, cool. You're keeping everybody up. Doing good. You're releasing the healing early, like I said, so that you can get out more healing output. Good. D.Va needs to stop being afraid, dude. Like there's a brig right here. You know, D.Va could fly over here and kind of juke them out and then fly up and into the window, right? And then, like, people will think, oh my god, D.Va's going this way, and they'll leave the point, and that'll give her a minute to dive on people and use her rockets. Like, your tank is not tanking. She's just kind of meat shielding. This is the definition of a meat shield, right? Like when a roadhog walks up to the point and he misses his hook, so he just kind of stands there doing this and getting shot for a while until his hook comes off cooldown. That's what D.Va's doing right now. Again, this is totally fine because somebody needs to create an advantage for your team. You see, your Junkrat is an absolute genius and he fell off the map on his own. I take it back. Maybe him going across the gap wasn't such a good idea after all. D.Va's getting low, but you are committing to tossing some thorns in there. Nothing wrong with that. At this moment, you are now the tank, right? So everybody has realized that D.Va kind of left, and the whole team turned and looked at you, and they were like, what's this guy doing here? So I would be very careful about being in this position for more than, like, 1 second. Like, you gotta go, like, right now. You're starting to realize that. You're gonna back up and let Genji do his thing. Your D.Va is killing me. It's time to put the Tree of Life on the point and pray to the Overwatch gods that somebody picks up their controller and wants to play a game today. There you go. Good stuff, good stuff. And your D.Va's already out of mech, dude. Oh my god. So if this... the Ashe on the other team just called in Bob, and if Bob lands, like, right here, or anywhere inside the point, you guys are really, really up Schitt's Creek. If she sends Bob out here, then you guys are fine, and you just walk into the point and completely ignore Bob. Let's see where Bob goes. Maybe not the best place, because she put it right next to the Tree of Life. That being said, everybody's ult is about to come out at the same time, right? You got Bob came out, your Tree of Life went down, D.Va is using her D.Va bomb. I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple more ults, like maybe Genji uses his ult, or maybe Lucio pops his ult. I wouldn't be surprised, right? Pharah uses her rockets. Aw, fam. So you had the moment, when you heard nerf this, you had the moment to just gently walk to the left and disengage with this D.Va bomb. Literally like 5 feet to your left, bang. And that doesn't hit you at all. It hurts to see. You're about to die to D.Va's bomb. Yeah. Sorry, dude. The reaction speed, you know, you didn't have a chance to react to that, unfortunately. But on the plus side, we've got your Genji is over here about to waste his ultimate with Bob on the point, so at least there's that, right? Like, Genji is gonna get no value right now because he's gonna try and kill this Brig, who can just boop him away or put up her shield. And Genji is surrounded. Like, there's nothing he can do with Dragon Blade at this moment. We're going to watch it from here. And we're going to watch as he dies pretty much immediately and gets no value. Ready? Oh my god, he got someone. I thought for sure he was just going to run into the point. So killing Ashe is good, but that doesn't save Bob being on the point. Bob doesn't actually go away when Ashe dies, so he's still going to be there for a few more seconds. And there goes Genji. He's going in. It's silly time here on Lijiang Tower. You can see that the Brig is now popping her ultimate. So that is, let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, yours, 4, and 5 ultimates now on the point. No reason for Brig to have popped her ult right there. They still have the advantage. They're only down 1 person. They really, like, Bob is still here, right? Like, so, even if Ashe went down, they still have a 5th DPS on the point, or a 5th player on the point. Like, there's no reason for her to have used her Brig ult right there. It is what it is, though. At least it's gone, right? Okay, so Bob is gone now. Your Junkrat is now on the point, and the stagger train has left the station. You can see your Lucio is on the other side of the point here, healing himself. And instead of going back to the team, who he knows will have to be speed boosted back up to the point, Lucio is just going to hang out around the point here, and he's going to do nothing. And Junkrat, since he decided to jump in while there are 3 people on the point, is also going to accomplish nothing. So let's see what happens. So he puts down his trap. Maybe it catches Brig, and it does. But again, he just can't do anything, right? Like, they're gonna see him, they're just gonna immediately kill him. And, yep, and there he goes. He's just getting booped all over the place. And he's gone, right? Absolutely nothing. No value out of that Junkrat. Thanks a lot, dude. Much appreciated. I think at that moment, he was just kind of floundering for something to do, right? Like, please, let me have some value, but, like, it just ain't gonna happen. I see you dropping the pedal right now. I think you can utilize the pedal and the height that the pedal gives you. If you were a little bit closer, it would probably work better to bridge this gap with your movement ability. You know, just throw it a little bit closer next time. I still think you're gonna be able to make it. Yeah. And you came in the window. That was really good. That gave you an opportunity to potentially save D.Va for a couple of seconds, and potentially, maybe she even gets the other D.Va out of mech. That'd be wild, huh? But you see this Ashe is right here. You need to line of sight the Ashe, which you can do by just gently backing up a little bit. This Pharah is gonna kick your face in, though, so, you know, be careful. I see you life gripping the D.Va right now. That will protect her in the moment that she needs protection the most. And with your Lucio is still here, right? He's just not on the point helping anyone. He's just line of sighting all of you, doing absolutely fuck all outside the point. So, you know, if he comes in, maybe he can utilize his aura to do something. I see you're trying, man. You're doing your best. You save D.Va for a second. Lucio uses his, let's break it, his drop the beat, but in doing so, he jumped beforehand, so he is way, way up in the sky, and will not, I don't think he will get to put the extra health on you before you die. You have 16 hit points. You have 12 hit points. That's even worse. And it's gonna take him at least a half of a second to fall to the floor. I'd be surprised if you live long enough to get the additional hit points. Oh my god, you did. Alright, well, you did. Your 12 hit points held it out for you. Genji, come on, bro. So Genji fell off the map. Wherever Genji went, he fell off the map. Just immediately dead. No value. Zero value out of Genji. You backed up and you're out of the way here. Your D.Va is out of mech right now. Utilizing her ultimate. Got no value with it. That's unfortunate, but at least she forced people back. You actually demeched the D.Va on the other team, which is the first actually good thing that has happened in the entire game from your side. You know, you put the tree of life on the point earlier. That was the right thing to do, but as soon as the ultimate spam started coming out, there's kind of nothing you can really do at that moment. Demeching the D.Va is your best possible scenario for maybe getting through this. The only thing that you need now is for your Lucio needs to come inside, right? Like, he needs to get in here and be on the point so that his aura is helping. And then your D.Va needs to dive this Pharah and keep her locked down. And if she can do that, potentially you guys might take this point here. But it ain't gonna happen, huh? So the Moira's back there. She's using the Kamehameha to throw you through this wall for whatever reason. The D.Va was also helping her. You also took damage from Brig. I don't know how you took damage from Brig. Maybe she assisted the Moira or something like that, but you also got shot by Ashe at that moment. So that was all of your hit points instantly. This isn't going to play out well for your team. That's unfortunate, but let's just watch it happen. The D.Va goes down. That's huge. Actually huge. The Junkrat is using his ult. Maybe he does something here. And he got one kill. You know what? We'll take it. At this moment, any kill is better than no kill. Your D.Va is fighting Brig, but needs to be locking down the real threat, which is Pharah. While Brig is a dangerous character in her own right, like, Pharah's splash damage can really destroy your guys' push here on the point, and you desperately, desperately need this to work. And your D.Va is clueless, dude. All right, you have a Reaper now. Potentially that could help you guys here on the point in this very close quarter scenario. You can see that your Lucio is getting killed by this Moira right now. And while Moira doesn't actually have enough damage to kill Lucio while his healing aura is active, actually I think she does, but it's very slow, right? The Moira being here at all means that she is potentially in range of the Reaper to be killed. But you can see right next to Lucio's feet, before I miss this, is the dynamite, and the dynamite burn plus Moira's beam will kill Lucio in like 2 seconds. We're gonna back it up here. We're gonna watch it happen. Boom. Lucio starts taking that damage. The Moira leaves, but throws the skill orb. And, you know, the best teammate in all of Overwatch, the skill orb comes out and is going to wreck your team if left unchecked. Thankfully, the Pharah goes down, the Moira is the only one left here, and the Ashe is kind of back by the bridge over here, which means that she realistically is not going to be able to stop all of you. I think you guys take this point at this moment. Thank God, right? Thank God. But Moira goes in for another round. I'm going to put it back onto you since you are back. You use the pedal, and the same thing you did before. You use your movement ability to get through the window, and you're dropping the heals onto your team. You're keeping... your Lucio needs to be prioritized. Over all three of these critical targets, this is the only one that actually needs the heal from you, because he can heal them, but you can't heal all of these guys at the same time without him around. So, you're doing good, though. You did everything you could to make it to this point. It's all good. Yep, you're doing great. Again, like, I probably would have prioritized making sure that Lucio got up, but you did the right thing, making sure that your team was staying alive, so at least there's that. You're doing good. Everything's looking solid. You are in and out. You're in and out. That, Reaper did it to himself, dude. He did it to himself. Reaper, you have shotguns, man. What are you gonna do to people way over there? That was his fault, not yours. You did your best to try and throw a heal his way. It is what it is. So you're gonna reload. You're gonna keep that healing onto your team. Your Junkrat is also doing it. Junkrat's also doing it, dude. He's just like putting him... He's like, here's my face, please shoot me. So he's just gonna stand in front of all of them. Yep. Doing anything you can to buy yourself a few extra seconds. Nobody on your team has prioritized Brig or Moira, who are the people keeping the other team alive. So everybody is kind of just fighting the Ashe and the D.Va right now. Those are not the targets that are the real threat here. These two are the targets that are the real threat here. But that being said, we can see what happens. We'll see how it goes, right? You're putting in damage, you're warding off Ashe. This is too long to commit to the damage. It's time to go back to healing, but I'm pretty sure you're about to. Yeah, man, that was just a little bit too long. Just a little too long. Count to 2, and after 2, you go back to your support role. Thankfully, your Lucio is here to ward off the Bob with his ultimate, and by dropping the beat right now, that's going to keep you guys alive for a few seconds, but that is not going to save anybody that Bob is targeting. Oh, man, I don't know. I don't think you knew that she was there, but in the moment when you moved backwards, you saved yourself from that Pharah ult, and that's pretty goddamn clutch, right? But now that you hear Justice reigns from above, the Thorns should not be being prioritized anymore. Yep, so you swap back over. Your Reaper was able to get the Pharah, so that's good. Your, it looks like your D.Va also may have demeched the other D.Va, which is awesome for you guys. And she did. Lucio needs to make sure that his healing aura remains on the point. Now would be a fine time to utilize your... Actually, never mind. Everybody's dead. I was going to say, now would be a fine time to utilize your ult, but the only person that's left, because the Ashe just went down to the D.Va here and the Junkrat, only person that's left is Moira and Baby D.Va, and Baby D.Va is not a threat. Moira can kill you, potentially, if she gets up into your face, but I think you're fine to just hold that until the next time they come around the corner. That was good, because you need her to die, but, like, this is the one who needs to die first, then D.Va, but she is, like, such a vulnerable target that I totally understand why you killed her. And you got both of them. So everything's looking good. No. You got happy about those 2 kills, I understand. That's your tank. You are not the tank. This is death for you. If the Ashe wants to kill you, she could potentially kill you very quickly. Also, Reaper needs to teleport over to a place where he can be effective with his shotguns. Standing here, while they are all the way over there, is going to do absolutely nothing for Reaper. Yeah, just a little too damage happy. Good, you need to break line of sight with these guys and get yourself away from this point. You can hear the Pharah is on her way back. It's time to keep your team alive. Find yourself a nice little spot to chill out, and keep an eye on where Pharah is going to come from so that you can call it out for your squad. You can't see her yet, but you know that she's around. Now you can, okay. I was going to say, now you can put your Tree of Life down. The D.Va is going to D.Va Bomb. Ideally, she will not be able to launch it all the way back here, so you should just be able to gently walk behind this sign and be totally fine. That being said, your Reaper has already Wraith formed. Your Junkrat is going to probably die from this because these characters are in a like a kind of a choke situation where when the D.Va Bomb comes in, if it comes into the point and lands right here, they either have to choose between dying to the D.Va Bomb or coming out and putting their back to this wall and like getting closer to the enemy, right? So they are likely going to die in this moment. And you guys all just get out of the way. Thankfully, with the help of the Lucio speed boost, you can see the green on their feet, right? That your team was able to get out of the way in time, and everybody survived the D.Va Bomb. That's awesome. It's now time for everybody to turn. Every single person turns and kills Brig, right? Because Brig has isolated herself from her team and has made herself the easy pick. She would have already been the pick because she is easier to kill than Moira. But that being said, now that she's completely away from everyone, everybody turns and puts one shot into Brig, and Brig dies. That was a great life grip on your tank. There's no reason for her to be out there. The Brig is already down, so you guys are good. Be careful of the skill orb. Just make sure that everybody stays up. Doing good. Doing good. Yeah, so, like, you know, potentially you could be healing them maybe from over here where you have broken line of sight with the enemy team. That being said, that does open you up to this kind of backwards angle for someone who was coming out of spawn. But you know they're all there except for Brig, who is still spawning. So in this moment, like, you could, your positioning could be a little bit better insofar as that you could be not taking any damage at all. But you're taking very little damage, so you're okay right now. It's time to throw that Tree of Life down, bro. We have waited too long on that Tree of Life. We've held it for too long. Their entire team is here. What are you waiting for? There you go. Good job. And now you use your movement ability to get back to the point. You are getting pushed in on hard, and you are probably going to die right now. There is nothing that can really save you. In this moment, potentially, the only thing that you could do to save yourself would be to life grip D.Va over to you so that she could peel this Moira off of you, right? Because once the tank comes in, and D.Va is a very, very large target, once D.Va comes in, the Moira will have to deal with the fact that D.Va is in her face. But I think at this moment with Ashe looking at you and with Moira beaming you with her ultimate, I think you just died to the coalescence damage. Yeah, I had a feeling that was coming, man. It is what it is. At least you got your Tree of Life out there. Your Lucio is trying to peel for you. He sees what's happening, but it just wasn't fast enough, right? If you'd have pressed this just a little bit sooner, you could have lived. But I don't know if... I don't think that their push will be enough to stop you guys here. You can see their D.Va is already low health. So you're doing... most of this was correct, right? D.Va's going to be out of mech here, and then the Moira is going to fade around and try and get back to the point. She's not going to be able to kill Lucio before her ultimate runs out. That being said, she probably just damage beams Lucio and kills him afterwards. But with the D.Va being out of mech and you still having a D.Va, I don't think they win this point. No, and she's not, like, her ultimate isn't even strong enough to damage Lucio through his healing aura as he amps it up. You guys are totally fine. You still win this. I'm gonna back it up and out of the way. You can see that your Reaper is prioritizing the baby D.Va. Oh, no, he's shooting Ashe. Okay, yeah, that's fine. No, he was shooting baby D.Va. Baby D.Va dies last, right? Because you want the tank stagger to be as long as possible from the rest of the group so that they have to wait to go back in. Baby D.Va dies last, the rest of them die, and then she goes. But you guys get the Ashe down, so that's good. There was no reason for him to Wraith form right there. Like, he's at half health, there's nobody around him. Zero reason for him to Wraith form. See, the Moira goes down, you guys are good. And it looks like you are going to win this point against all odds, right? That took a long time. It took a long time for them to figure out that they needed to be on the point to begin with, right? We're already 6 minutes in, and you guys have just won the point. They took it all the way to 99 on the other team, but you did most of the things right. You just got to throw out that Tree of Life just a little bit sooner. Corey, what's going on? How are you? Welcome today we're reviewing a comp match for a Lifeweaver who has previously sent in some of their gameplay, and I've reviewed it in the past, and now we are watching them put into practice the things that we talked about in their prior review. So things are, you know, they won this round, so that's good, right? Things are looking up.
Score.
How's life?
0.
How's everything? You having a good morning? I assume it's morning by you. I'm at work right now, just chilling. This will be fun. Hell yeah. What do you do for a living? If you don't mind me asking, obviously. You don't have to tell me. Alright, so I'm going to play this. I'm going to fast forward a little bit, because we are going to have the next point.
1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
I feel like we were just on this. There we go. Alright. So, you start off the spawn. You are at the spawn door this time. That's good. Your Cassidy is back here playing fucking basketball. So, dude, what are you doing? This is competitive. Why aren't you standing at the door? It drives me crazy. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. Just get to the door, bro. If you want to play basketball, turn off Overwatch and go to your local court. If it was quick play, that's one thing, right? Okay, so Cassidy at this moment, I appreciate what you're trying to do, trying to heal the Cassidy, but Cassidy has too much damage fall off to be fighting from this range. He will literally do absolutely nothing against this team. As they're coming through, his damage is going to tickle them at best, and he's going to get outranged by this Ashe completely, and any amount of damage from this Ashe is going to be infinitely more impactful than this Cassidy. He's doing it wrong. Immediately. But I appreciate you sticking around. There you go. There you go. Sometimes you gotta show him where the right place to be is, right? D.Va is outside of the point here. You can see your Lucio has just figured it out, but he needs a peel real bad. This Moira is about to kill him. D.Va is all the way over here with no support, and the Lucio is not going to make it to him before he dies to the Moira beam. Yes, exactly. You heal Lucio first, and then D.Va. You grab the health pack. You didn't really need it, but that's totally fine. I'm a medical aid in older people's homes. Also, the Cassidy playing Master Ball. Dude, like, he was trying, man. Like, he was trying so hard to sink that basket. He forgot totally that he had booted up Overwatch. He was in a completely different game. That's cool, though. Medical aid in older people's homes. You know, there will always be a need for that as long as there are old people. So, you know, I'm pretty sure that's forever. Job security is a good thing. Bang, so you're getting your team up. You can see that the Reaper is critical right now. With the Reaper being here and being critical, having just used his Wraith form, it's going to be a few seconds before he can realistically go in. So, like, he could teleport over there and grab himself that health pack, because there's nothing, like, he can't go in without his Wraith form, not with this many people on the point. So, like, potentially, I wouldn't even heal him. I might just heal the D.Va back up for her armor health, because she's the one who's really going to be able to stop things here. I appreciate what you were trying to do. So the Reaper is going to go in, even though he knows he has no escape tool here, he's going to put himself in extreme danger and get face-to-face with this Ashe. Although this could potentially be a one-hit for Ashe, it's more likely that Reaper just gets coach-gunned off the point, right? Oh my god, there he goes. No way. I would have never suspected. So Reaper's dead. Your D.Va is now out of armor health, which means she's taking significantly more damage than she would have been if you'd have just prioritized healing her. In that moment, keeping the tank in armor health is more important because that reduces the damage they take by, I want to say it's 25%, by 25%, which means that, like, you know, that's a significant amount less damage and will potentially make it so that you guys can actually push in this moment. Okay, you're doing your heals, you're getting your heals up. This D.Va she's begging to be D-Mech. She's like, please, you guys, would you please take my mech away? Right, so she comes back, she tries to grab the health pack, but, oh, she does grab it. But your Lucio is gone, right? Lucio has just completely left. He's like, nah, fam, I am out. I'm gonna go pick up Cassidy, which is not a bad thing for him to do, but he completely abandoned you guys here at the point. So, you know, does he... Oh, no, so he's just gonna wait on the stairs. So there goes D.Va's mech. it's time for you to leave, bro. At this moment, you just start walking away, right? You just start walking away. You thorns the ash as you're walking backwards. You use your movement ability to get over here, and you just leave. You just let D.Va die. At this moment, you see what has happened. You see the error of her ways, and you don't heal her at all. You just let her be punished for her mistakes, and you just leave. Because she's not going to do anything. You're just putting yourself in danger, further staggering the amount of time that your team could actually have a team fight. At this moment, it's time for you to go. This is happening through no fault of your own. Good. You used your pedal, but you used your pedal... Excuse me. Excuse me. You used your pedal after you had already used your movement ability. Get the height first, then use your movement ability so that you can have the height as you fall down. That will get you a greater distance. So your Reaper is dead again because he thought, you know, hey, let me just walk up to the point here. Seems like a good call. He's got to teleport, right? Like, he could teleport up to this ledge. But, you know, who does that when you could just walk right in the front door, baby? That's the wrong person. There you go. Like, D.Va should jump off the edge. It will take less time for D.Va to jump off the edge, kill herself, and respawn with a mech than it will for her to actually get a mech back from dealing damage. She needs to stop worrying about her KD and kill herself so that she can get back and you guys can have a proper team fight. They are already a quarter of the way to winning this round.
That should do it.
And Reaper is dead, so she really has nothing to lose. Alright, she's got a mech again. Awesome. Your Cassidy is doing nothing. He, although at this distance he is more effective than he was from over there. He is rolling across the floor right now. Yep. Yep. This is fine. Like, arguably, this is fine. Don't shoot the D.Va, though. Like, she's just gonna put up defense matrix. You need to find a target that you could realistically hurt, and the only person that really needs to die right now is Mercy, right? Once Mercy goes down, their whole defense falls apart. Also, the turret being off in the corner, I know you can't see it right now, but the turret being off in the corner is a significant disadvantage for your team. So, you know, somebody needs to take care of that as well. Again, shooting D.Va is not really helping anything. You'd be better off healing your D.Va to make sure that she stays in that armor health. But, you know, at least you're doing something. You know, you're doing a lot more than the Reaper is, you know, who just spawned back in. Too long. You've committed to this offense for too long at this moment. 2 seconds. You have 2 seconds. Count to 2. When the 2 is over, you're back to healing. Right now, you've let D.Va go all the way out of armor health, which means she's taking more damage faster than she was before, and you don't account for that, really, when it seems like you don't think about that when you are doing your damage. So just remember that the orange health means the tank takes less damage. You're getting her back up. This is good. This is good. You're doing it right. Yep. 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 You're prioritizing Lucio over the D.Va because the Lucio needs to be able to have his heal aura up. The Reaper is back and already critical again. Like, he loves his flank angles, bro. He loves to be punished for going on a flank. This is the flankinest Reaper ever. You know, like, contrary to popular belief, you don't always have to flank with Reaper. You really can walk with your tank and walk in. Flanking Reaper is great for when you have Death Blossom active, but he does not. There's kind of no reason for him to be back there. Okay, you're keeping him up, keeping D.Va up, keeping him up. Right now, you have Tree of Life, and realistically, you could use Tree of Life to push yourself in, right? You put the tree right here, and in doing so, while it won't save you while you are on the point, it will allow your team to push past this very open choke right here, and it will give your D.Va the additional hit points that she needs to potentially get a kill on somebody. She needs to dive Mercy, but she kind of can't without putting herself in extreme danger. That's too far in, right? They're just gonna turn around and kill your tree, right? You see, look at everybody. As soon as you put that up, look at how everyone turned to look at the tree, right? And yeah, Reaper is here, so potentially, you know, you get the additional hit points on Reaper, but you missed giving it to D.Va, who needs them more. D.Va doesn't have a Wraith form. And so Reaper is 1 hit point again. Like the Lucio needs to get in there and potentially do something to save him, maybe amp it up on him. You are reloading at this moment, and when he comes out of Wraith, he's gonna die immediately. Okay, so he did get the amp it up there, but with the Molten Core going out, again, he could just burn down your tree in like a second. And yeah, he could have done that from out here too, but he would have had to have put himself in danger by walking out to put the Molten Core on the floor, right? From here, he's completely safe in this corner. He's not taking damage from anyone right now. So you're keeping D.Va up, you're keeping D.Va, she's out of mech, because she walked right through the Molten Core. And when your D.Va uses her ultimate, she kills both of their support characters. You guys have potentially won the point at this moment, and you're gonna try and keep your D.Va up. This is the right thing to do. No, you should have kept D.Va up. I think you could have kept D.Va up at that moment. But you know, it is what it is. It's a D.Va versus D.Va duel. Potentially, you get the kill on this Torbjorn right here, but Torbjorn, like, I don't know if you know this, Torb can turn to you and right-click you 1 time and kill you. So getting up into his face, your thorns have range, right? His right-click does not. So by getting up into his face, you put yourself in a potential situation where you just instantly get deleted. And you do. So that's what I'm talking about. You got to be very careful with Torb. You shoot him from range whenever possible, because, like, he could just, like I said, he could just right-click you once and just kill you. The D.Va is coming in behind you. She is going to be demeched. This Torb is low health. So I think that you guys win this point, as long as the Mei can figure out how to left click in the general direction of the enemy team. Right, so your Lucio kills the Torbjorn, which is great for you guys. The Ashe is going down. With Bob here, this is the moment where Mei just needs to kind of ice block. She can wall Bob off. She can ice block onto the point. Like, the main thing here is just to survive Bob. Did not need to commit an ultimate to that. Look at where Bob ended up, right? Like, nobody even waited a second to see what would happen. Like, Bob is way out here. You could have just ice blocked him or walled him off, and that would have been the end, right? And then you would have had a Lucio ultimate for the next point. That's not your fault, but that's poor play on the part of your Lucio. And then Lucio goes, hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I have additional hit points. Let me walk directly into Bob's face and get my head blown off. He almost died to that. That was a stupid-ass move on his part. And by booping him out, by booping Bob out of the point, look who he put in danger. Oh, man. Feels bad. Feels bad, dude. I think you are up at this moment. I'm gonna bring it up. Lucio is just so proud of himself. He's like, I booped him out of the way, you guys. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You certainly did. Okay, right now, you are putting yourself in some extreme danger by being in this open area. So you could have used your pedal to go up over the wall here and never seen the enemy team at all. That being said, I think you're going to be fine. But that is, like, that's an option. If there's nobody here yet, you can use that pedal and just put it on cooldown real quick, because it'll come back pretty quickly. Man, your Reaper loves taking damage, dude. He hates having full hit points. At least he killed somebody, though. Right now, your Lucio is dead, right? Like, he came out too far, he overcommitted to this angle, and he got punished by the Ashe. The Ashe is going to try and put damage into your D.Va, and you are going to life grip her out of the way, which is going to save her. You all need to go back to the point right now. It looks like she skated your life grip, which is stupid on her part. She could have taken no damage, but instead she turned around and flew backwards. Yeah, Reaper just needs to be kept up. Everybody needs to be kept up, but everybody also needs to be aware of the fact that you are the only healer right now. You're the only support that can provide them healing, so they need to be smarter about taking damage or not, right? Like, the Mei is the only one who's doing it right now. She has broken line of sight with the enemy until you have a chance to get to her. The D.Va is standing kind of right out in the open, and although her defense matrix is up, she really needs to defense matrix against Ashe and Torbjorn, who are going to be significantly more deadly to your team than the D.Va coming in. And you can't save that Reaper. You can't save that Reaper. He is absolutely throwing. He is asking for the opportunity to see himself die in his respawn screen again. And to answer your question that you just sent me a message about, I am literally reviewing your match right now, as we speak. And I'm sure I'll see you here in a minute. Okay. There's no reason for you to be out here. Hey, what's up, dude? No, you're good. Thank you for sending me in the gameplay. I appreciate it. And we are gonna have a good time reviewing your match. We're about halfway through here, maybe a little bit more than halfway through here. Your team is about to potentially lose the point as Moira uses Coalescence, and the Torbjorn's dead, but his turret's still here. Baby D.Va is here, but your D.Va is gone. So the moment here where you guys lose the point, I think, is right now. You have kind of overcommitted to this angle with the turret and the Baby D.Va. I understand why you want her dead, but you know, you're in a bad place, right? Not that your positioning is bad. Going out there and fighting this out, maybe that's something that I wouldn't have done, but in this moment, I think you just leave, right? I think you just turn around and you grab this health pack and you abandon ship on this point. Like, May's just gonna have to die. It is what it is, right? She's in her ice block. Yeah, right now. Ooh, you missed your opportunity to break line of sight with Moira and grab this health pack on the way out. But your movement ability is on cooldown. There it goes. So you just used it. You're going to throw your pedal and jump up. But again, you used your movement ability first and your pedal second. Just reverse the order of that in your mind there so that you throw the pedal and then use the movement ability. Because as you descend, you'll get more distance while being a harder target to actually hit. Got 19,000 heals, surprisingly, this match. That's a lot of healing. Undoubtedly, that is a lot of healing. And unfortunately, Moira's Cole was able to kill you in the time that it took for your Blossom to spawn. It sucks, but, you know, it is what it is, right? Like, you missed the health pack. Your push was over at this moment anyway. It's time to get back up with the squad. Maybe you have one more fight here. Maybe. Everybody who is here needs to leave at this moment. Lucio needs to turn around and go back to the spawn. May is already dead. She died to the coach gun. So everybody needs to leave, go back to the spawn, and potentially you guys get one more push out of this. Gonna have to be fast. Oh, never mind. Never mind, dude. Here comes Reaper. He's ready. He's ready to throw his life away for no reason. This guy is terrible. This dude has been the bane of my existence this entire game. Your Lucio could have come back. Like, Lucio came back to speed boost Reaper to the point. You guys need to be brought to the point. Like, May and you are both slower in terms of how fast you could actually make it there. Like, Lucio just left too early. I see what he's trying to do. So your Reaper wants to use ult. There's nothing wrong with not wasting your ultimate. He could have teleported. Again, we talked about this earlier. He could have teleported up to the window and then dropped down on them and used ult, which would have been a significantly better place to have used it than over here with absolutely no one nearby. Well played, Reaper. You're a legend. At least he didn't waste it, though. I mean, at least he didn't use it while he was, like, end the round with it in his back pocket. You know, like, I guess it's better than that. He did waste it, but you get what I mean. And you guys do end up pulling this out. That's good. You guys got real lucky. You got real lucky that Reaper was able to grab a couple of kills there. Your healing was on point. You needed to heal, and you got in there quickly. So that's good. And you get the point back here. That was your final push for this round, so that was good. That being said, I think they might take it back from you. Like, as you can see, you have a May ult coming up, and you have a Tree of Life coming up, but they are getting close to a Molten Core. They're getting close to a D.Va Bomb. They're getting close to a Bob, and that is just a lot of damage. You know, a lot of damage that both needs to be avoided with the D.Va Bomb and Bob, and the Molten Core means that you have to leave the point, which means that, you know, their team could potentially take it back from you. Right here, you are asking to be killed, knowing that there are this many people in front of you. Yes, getting a pick early could be useful, But that being said, like, the Ashe is here, the D.Va is here, Torbjorn could come over and hit you one time in the head. Like, you are begging to die by engaging with damage right now. No one needs healing, but the best thing that you could do is be out of the way and unseen. Because look how close you are to your ultimate. You're at 98%, and in 1 second, literally 1 second that I paused it, you went from 275 health to 144 health. It could be over that fast, right? You need to know, like, they have 99. I can't make a mistake at this moment. I need to be unseen so that I can use my Tree of Life and make sure that when they come back, I don't end the round with an ult in my pocket. And you get your ultimate. You went down to 114 hit points there. Very scary. Very scary moment. Just be careful of that. You held this just a little bit too long. The D.Va needs to be kept in armor health, but now your Lucio is doing the same thing that you were doing, just asking to die, right? Like, Lucio could be he could be up here, he could be riding the wall around, he could be doing anything but standing directly in the middle of the choke where he's an easy target, but that's what he's doing. Life grip him, that's good. At least there's that. But now you have stolen his aura away from the rest of your team. I think Mei is about to use her freeze right here, and she absolutely should. That will halt them for at least a second. She waited too long. See, that in that moment, she could have pressed it 1 second sooner, and the freeze would have caught all of these people as they're standing here. Right now, D.Va's just going to walk out of this, and Bob already being on the point is bad news bears for your team. Potentially, the Reaper could maybe kill Bob, but I don't think the Reaper will survive Bob without the Lucio's healing aura on him. Molten Core already came out. You could see the, I didn't hear the sound effect, but you could see the lava is on the point here. The D.Va, somehow, she's outside of the range of this. No, just barely, right? So she ended up being frozen too. The Mercy is frozen, and this is really the target that needs to die. You can see her stupid ass look on her face as she's frozen. But, like, because the Mei got pushed so hard, there's nothing that she could do to get the Mercy at this moment. It's definitely 100% time to drop the tree. 100%. Well, I don't think it's a bad idea to have engaged one of their support players right now. Killing one of their support will potentially save your team, right? But you put yourself out into this line of sight again, like I was talking about before. While I don't think you will die, because it's Baby D.Va and Torbjorn, like, Torbjorn could hit you one time and take away most of your hit points. Your Thorns have range. You don't need to barrel stuff this Moira for this. But you did get her, so that's good. Your tank almost ate shit for that. But your Lucio had speed aura on like an idiot, so that's not entirely your fault either. Like, I don't know why he had speed aura on. Your Reaper was able to kill Torbjorn, and now the only thing you really have to worry about is Mercy getting a value res at this moment. Try doing more damage because I realized doing damage gets my ult a lot faster. It does. And the other thing is, your team, up to this point, has been really bad about getting picks. So throwing in that damage for you might be the only thing that saves you guys from losing the point. That's a rough place to be, but you were able to get out of it. But now you are staring down the barrel of an Ashe with a Mercy pocket. And, you've already used your movement ability at this moment. You could have walked out the door, I think, without utilizing it. But there's nothing we could do about that now. Best thing you could do would be to back up, break line of sight with Ashe, grab this, and walk around, right? Like, if you can walk around and break line of sight with her, you'll make it a lot more difficult for her to kill you. But you have to be careful, because she could coach gun you off the point as you kind of break... This thing needs to be at your side or at your back as much as possible, because if she coach guns you at the right moment, that could be your life instantly, right? And she tries it, but she fucked up her timing, so you're totally good. You still need to get out of there, though. And with your Lucio down, it's now you and you, D.Va, and Reaper against this entire push. But you see Reaper, his target priority is terrible, and he thinks, man, this tank is a big target. Let me shoot her in the face. Meanwhile, the real threat is right next to him, literally right next to him. It's like watching a video of a guy walking through a grass, like a field or something, and next to him is a snake, and he's eating a sandwich, right? Like, it's ridiculous. So you get out of the way there. For whatever reason, this Ashe is just fully committed to killing you. Like, knowing, like, I get that you are the priority target right now, but knowing that she needs to be on the point, she has completely abandoned being on the point. So this is bad play, bad positioning on her part. You pull your D.Va out of there. I'm not certain you needed to, because your D.Va is like half health. But, you know, she lived, so that's all good. You need to back up away from this, dynamite. You can hear the ding, 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 ding going off in your headphones right now. Just back up, and you'll be fine. But you do take the damage from it. That's unfortunate. It's now time to pedal. But you were able to get that kill. You can see that Mercy is going for the res. I think that you will potentially get the kill on this Mercy. She will get the res on the D.Va, though. Yeah, and there's the D.Va. And D.Va uses her ult. Uses her mech even, but she missed the opportunity to kill you with it, which is stupid as hell on her part. She had the potential to just walk over and kill you, but she just decided, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna call it in as soon as I spawn. And you can't kill that Mercy now because the Moira came back. And with the Moira using Cole on you and D.Va, there's nothing you guys can do to live through this at this moment. It's over. It's over. The Lucio is close to ultimate, but he's not going to be able to get there in time to save you, and D.Va is going to be out of mech by the time he makes it in. That sucks, man. Ready? Death. Instant death, right? And there's D.Va out of mech, just like I said. Here comes Mei and Lucio. The stagger train has left the station. But she uses her ult. That's great. Does she survive? I think she does. She doesn't. Feels bad, man. But it killed Torb. And it killed Mercy, and it killed Torb's turret, so that's good. It's now a much more even fight, but it's Lucio with no HP and Mei at half hit points against D.Va and Moira. The Moira just straight up wins. Like, if this Moira doesn't shit the bed, she just straight up wins this point with D.Va. Yeah, they have the better team comp for winning a 2v2. Let's find out. Yep. And your D.Va, their D.Va is out of mech, so that's really good. The Moira had every opportunity to heal this D.Va and keep her all the way up. She needed to prioritize that. But, what's going on? What's Moira doing? Classic Moira, holding down her damage beam, baby. She doesn't give a fuck that D.Va's low health. She threw her a healing orb. If D.Va dies, that's D.Va's fault. Classic Moira, dude. She had all the tools at her disposal to have won this fight. Now it's more up in the air. And unfortunately, the Moira was able to kill Mei, and with just the Lucio left, even though it's just baby D.Va, Lucio is not going to have the damage to actually kill her. And here it comes, dude! Alright, fam. Lucio, it's been nice knowing you, dude. This is the end of point 2. Oh, yeah. Pancaked. And Reaper's gonna come in and do absolutely nothing. He couldn't make it there in time. That's unfortunate, man. He had an ultimate, and he could have not died before that ultimate went out. And then he would have been able to use it to have secured the point for you guys. That's unfortunate. It is what it is, right? We're gonna go ahead into round 3 here. See that there is 15 seconds. Okay, again, everybody should be smashing W against this door. Just smash that W key. If you guys wanted to play basketball, again, shut off Overwatch and go to your local court. It's time to be at the spawn door. This is comp, it's not quick play. At least I'm pretty sure it's comp. But no, but slow walking Mei is just gonna be over there. You know, the only D.Va's over there. You and Lucio are standing all the way at the back of the room. Are we playing Overwatch or not, bro? Yeah, you guys, you have the movement ability, and Lucio's with you to speed boost you. But again, that's like 1 second that you could have been there sooner. I know that sounds stupid, but sometimes 1 second is literally the thing that makes the difference. Your D.Va has figured out how to tank by round 3, so that's good. In the beginning of this game, if you remember, D.Va was just kind of standing there staring at them from the other side of the bridge, so at least she figured out how to move forward now. You're doing good. Everything is good here. Your positioning is totally fine. The D.Va is on the health pack, so you can't actually take that. You are out of the way of most of the people, aside from a little bit of damage from your back. You're keeping everybody alive. The Reaper is trying to die again, but at least he's in the right place. And here he goes, dude. Flanking Reaper. Just gonna go off all by his lonesome. What's a support? He doesn't need those, dude. Support? Never heard of him. You can see Reaper is already low health. You're keeping your Lucio and your D.Va alive as best as possible. Again, Lucio is the priority target because his AoE healing aura, but your D.Va staying in armor health also very important. You're good. You guys are good. You're gonna keep Mei up. Awesome. The Reaper is critical health. Don't worry about him. That's his stupid ass fault. Alright, so you save him. He comes back to you. You committed a little bit far for that, and you just took a Helix rocket to the face. So you gotta be very careful. Right here, you are significantly better to heal your team than out here. And that's only a few feet difference, but that angle makes all of the difference in terms of the amount of damage you take. You can see how much health you lost from that Helix rocket. I think you're at like 99 hit points, 98 hit points right now. Okay, so you use your movement ability, but in doing so, you kind of used it in a way that line of sighted your team. If you'd have used it in this direction, not only are you close to the health pack, which, you know, Reaper is obviously going to steal from you, but you're close to the health pack, and you could still see your team. You're doing great. You guys are doing awesome. Just a little bit too long in this open sight line between you and the soldier. You can heal people from behind cover. The soldier has to see you to heal, to kill you, right? Doing great. Everything is great. All is right with the world here. Yup. And, like, your team is taking a pretty consistent amount of damage, but they're monopolizing all of your APM right now, because every second they need a heal, and you are never able to put in damage. This is not your fault, but if your team played a little bit better positioning, you would be able to throw some damage out there and potentially snag a pick. You're doing all the right things right now. Reaper is trying to die again. And, okay, so right now, you see that D.Va has no more orange health. It's time to funnel heals into D.Va until she gets back into that orange health bar. Yep. Good. Awesome. And now you can worry about, like, you can let Mei get healed by the Lucio aura. You can see that he is amping it up right now based on this little motion that he's doing with his fingers, right? That is the amp it up. And you doing damage right now is exactly what you want to do. You need this to potentially get a pick. And now it's time to stop. Good. Awesome. You're doing great, dude. You have implemented almost everything that I talked about. Everything that I talked about except for, like, slight angles, right? Slight angle variations. And you are totally solid. There's no real need for you to use your pedal at this moment, but you can have 2 pedals active, right? So, like, like, you can have one and then let the cooldown come up. So, potentially, I would have just thrown, like, an oh shit pedal kind of off to the side, right? In case you need an oh shit pedal. You could even have thrown it, like, back over here so that you can get up to this mega. And then you can let your pedal cooldown reset itself. And that way, you know, you have one in your back pocket, always ready in case you need to get out of there quickly. But you do have Tree of Life here, so when they advance on the point, it's going to be time to tree. But you need to call it out with your Lucio, because at this moment, it's about to be silly time on the point, right? So, Mei just used freeze, which means their Lucio is going to drop the beat, which means your Lucio is going to drop the beat, and the thing that you don't want to do is waste too many ultimates in a single fight. So right now, it would be time to communicate to Lucio, hey, I'm going to use tree. Or Lucio says to you, hey, I'm going to drop the beat. And in that moment, you guys save yourself from overcommitting. And there goes their Lucio. He used his ult, but he got interrupted by D.Va booping him. So in that moment, like, he actually can't... Is it D.Va booping him, or did he freeze? He froze. So he wasted the opportunity to utilize his ultimate, and now D.Va is in his face. And so right now, you don't even need to. Neither of your supports need to ult at all. You need to life grip this D.Va, I think. Although she's there with Lucio, her being critical health, maybe she lives. There's no one out there to boop her. She's gonna get some damage in on this Moira, and then she turns around and walks back in. I would have life gripped this D.Va. Her being right here, you saw her kind of dive over here with her movement ability. That means that, like, if something goes wrong and she falls off the edge, your guy's push is over. But she can't kill. I would be extremely surprised if she kills this Moira before Moira just fades off into the distance and disappears, right? Let's watch the kill feed. Oh, shit, man. And so this is the moment where your oh shit pedal would have came in handy. You can see your D.Va's good with the Lucio over there. You're about to throw the pedal down. Doing your best not to panic life grip, and that is a good thing, right? Because we talked about in the last one, the life gripping the tank is the worst life grip you could possibly do when the tank is creating space, and the tank, you guys already have the space here. So, like that being said, life gripping the tank steals all of the advantage they created for your team when you do. So it is like the highest risk, highest reward ability in the game. And right now you're about to pedal to get away from this Ashe. That's the right thing to do. And then I think you just stay on the pedal, because Ashe actually doesn't have the DPS to kill your pedal in the air before you get peel from your team. Right? Bang. That was slick movement on your part. You maybe could have just jumped to it, but that being said, you are now in a place where you are significantly better off because you can heal from here in complete safety. Slick. I like it. And again, you're utilizing this complete safety here. You're totally good. See, your Reaper is asking for it, but you're not going to let him die. Everything is good. Everything is cool. He doesn't need to be up here. Yup. Everything's going great. You guys are destroying them in point 3, but your Mei just went down. So this is going to be their opportunity, right? They see that Mei goes down. This is their opportunity to get aggressive and push hard. This is the moment where if they don't push in, they potentially lose this game entirely. We'll see what happens. Yep, here they go. You could have stayed up there. You could have stayed up there and dropped the tree. But that being said, you fell, so it is what it is. Aw, man, dude. That sucks, dude. So, you life gripped someone. Lucio, potentially. You life gripped someone. They're utilizing their ultimates. Your D.Va is utilizing her ult. And right now, you took the L from the D.Va bomb. Again, if you'd have been up here and she used that, you could have just walked backwards, right? And you would have been fine. Slight angle changes. But everything else, you are on point with. Unfortunately, D.Va dies in the moment that her mech goes off, right? And your Reaper, again, he's doing it a second time. He's diving down to use ult on absolutely no one. This Lucio would be stupid to walk into it. He could just back up at this moment. I don't think your Reaper gets any value out of this, and if he does, I'd be very surprised. Let's watch it from here. We're gonna see what happens. 0 value. Your D.Va got tack visored. The enemy Moira is using Cole on Reaper right now, and he's gonna have to fade. He's gonna have to Wraith form over here to this health pack where Ashe is gonna be waiting for him and Soldier is gonna be waiting for him. So I think you guys lose the point right now. Oh my god, he did get the Lucio. That Lucio is dumb as hell, dude. He could have just walked away. Reaper hard committed to the fight. There's nothing wrong with that. Dying right now is the perfect time to die because you have all died at the same time. I'm gonna put it back on you. Your who's critical up there? Lucio just needs to stop, right? Like, it's time to get with the tank. Time to get up with the squad and get in for that 5v5. Yeah, D.Va knows what's up. Group up, exactly. Lucio came back, that's good. Mei is over there, using her oven mitt to punch the wall for some reason. I don't understand why, but that's what she's up to. And Reaper's about to spawn. You guys are going to be good for another team fight. Got plenty of time. And this is why we don't leave the spawn, right? When the team fight is over and we're waiting for everybody to come in, we stay in the spawn until we're all ready to roll, because this is what happens when you don't. And now it's just you. Now you have to wait for Lucio. And that squanders your time advantage. D.Va needs to not go in. She just saw Lucio die. Why would you go into a 4v5 scenario? You were able to get through that choke without having to use your movement ability, which is awesome. You're funneling heals into D.Va, which is exactly what you need to do. Everything is going great. It's time to tree. And maybe now you tree, because you saw D.Va dove in there. But, like, it's definitely time to tree at this moment. You definitely want to make sure that, because you are down a support, although Lucio is back now, maybe call it out. Maybe Lucio goes first, right? Because his is arguably the more impactful ultimate than tree. But that being said, you know, if you're going in, it's time to go in. They have no ultimates to get, contest you right now, except for Bob, but Ashe is dead, so... Your Reaper wants it so badly. But where is he? All alone. No support around him at all. 1 HP. The flanking Reaper does it again, dude. I was saving my tree for the final team fight so we can win it for sure. That's a good call. That's a good call. I doubt that you could, if you win this fight and you take the point back, I doubt that you could get another tree before they come back for their final fight. And also, Lucio still has his, so you know that you're good in that scenario. But with Moira here, shit gets sketchy, right? So you go up to complete safety. That is strong positioning on your part. You can see your Reaper is dead, but there, Lucio and Moira are the only ones left here on the point. And their Soldier is back here, but he has like 2 hit points left, right? So, like, it would be stupid of him to push. He's gonna go grab that health pack. You are safe right now. You just keep Mei and you keep D.Va up from the complete safety of this high ground position. He can't actually advance on you long enough. That's a totally fine time to use the tree. Lucio is holding on to this ult for his dear life. So that was a totally fine time to have used it. Now it's time for him to drop the beat, exactly, to combat Bob, because you guys are in a shittier scenario than they are. Their Lucio goes down, their Soldier goes down, you guys are taking the point back, but with Bob here, that's a long stagger. That's like an 8-second stagger or something like that. So, you just need to stay up here and be safe, right? Just stay by the tree, let them stay by the tree, you keep your health, keep your team alive. You're tossing out the damage. There's nothing wrong with tossing out the damage while they are all kind of still close to full hit points. And let me, hang on. You've committed a little bit long to this, but you did get the D.Va out of mech, and she is dead. It's time to go back to healing. I'm sure you know that. Yep. Exactly. Super solid positioning on your part. Yep, you peel for the Mei, who needed it at that moment. You see your Reaper is back. He just killed the Soldier. Your D.Va is going in hard, and she needs to stay by the point. Yes, bro. Yes. You show her that is not where you're supposed to be. In actuality, you get your ass over here, and you stand on the point where we need you. You're not going to throw your life away. That is exactly the right moment. Great life grip. And she just figured it out. She's like, no, why did he life grip me? And she has to sit there for a moment and actually let it calculate in her mind why she got life gripped. But you did the right thing. That is exactly what you wanted to do. It's not your fault D.Va's too stupid to know. You overshot it with your movement ability. That sucks, right? That sucks. But, you know, potentially you still live through this. With their Lucio ultimate going out, it's a good time for your D.Va to use her ult. It just hit overtime. Right now, if she presses ult on the point, they all have to break line of sight with it, which means that they all have to run either on the other side of this central pillar or out here, which means they abandon the point. She's going to save it for when her life gets very low, but she should be using it right now. Lucio calls out for help, and you give him the help that he needs. You are getting close to your tree again. You're halfway. Lucio's going to get his before you do. You're going to throw this pedal, and you're going to get back up to that high ground position again. Yup, and you didn't miss it this time. And you hear that that your D.Va, I heard suiting up. their diva tries to call in her mech, but unfortunately for her, she dies before she gets a chance to. Yup, you're keeping everybody alive. Yes. Your Mei went down, but that's totally fine. Mei didn't have an ultimate anyway. Reaper's saving that ult in case he needs it. And this is game right here, dude. This is game. That was... And you team kill it for the end. That was extremely, extremely strong positioning on your part. You were in the right place at the right time. You used tree at the right time. You used life grip when the diva needed to be repositioned because she was going in and committing her life to a fight that she couldn't win and line of sighting her healers. You did everything right in this game. Except for certain times where your angles were just a little bit off. And I think if you just work on those angles just a little bit, and you remember to count to 2 when you start DPSing, 1, 2, and as soon as you would get to 3, you stop DPSing and you go back to supporting. The 2-second rule is important. But once you do that, like, everything was pretty much perfect, dude. You did great this game. Thank you to Spicy1 for sending me this footage and letting me re-review your Life Weaver. I think you're getting better and better at this character, and your life grip timing is on point, dude. Congratulations on the win. A very solid game, and it was good all around. I'm glad your diva finally figured out how to tank before the game was over. In the beginning, it was looking pretty sketchy there. It was looking pretty rough there for a little bit. All right, so that is that. And now we have moved on to the gameplay portion of today's show, where we are going to be showing off the extreme balance of Moira, who is arguably the most balanced. Like, her kit is about balance, right? It's the dichotomy between healing and dealing damage. The irony of that is that she is literally potentially the most imbalanced person in the game. Yeah, you want me to come here? I'll invite you. That way I can keep inviting people as they come in. And so we're going to be going as support as Moira, and we're just going to be showing off how ridiculous it is when you get to play Moira, and how absurd her kit is compared to a lot of characters in this game. That's why the title of the stream is "This is Fine," because it's like the meme, you know, where the entire room is on fire and the dog's just sitting at the table like, this is fine. Like, that's exactly it. I was just about to ask, has my Life Weaver gotten better? 100%. 100%. You are doing all the right things. You are smart about your positioning. You are smart about when you engage with offense. You're smart about when you tree, when you life grip, everything. Like, you can tell that you have been working on your playstyle and trying to make it more impactful and throwing away your life less. You did great. Significantly better than the original Life Weaver gameplay that you sent me. Significantly better. And if you guys would like to come and play some Overwatch with us, I am live for another, like, hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes here. So if you want to come and you want to hang out, just let me know here in chat, and I would be happy to pull you in. I want to thank everybody who is hanging out right now. If you are lurking, or if you are here actively participating in the chat, I hope you're all having a great day. And like I said, we're moving on to the gameplay portion of today's show now, where I'm going to be playing the most balanced hero, our girl Moira. Right, you know, she's got the damage beam that works. Let's just go show off how far away the damage beam works. Oh, everybody's low? Oh, not anymore. Now you're all full health. Ridiculous. So from right here, right, the damage beam works at 20 meters exactly. So you can look at this this little marker on the floor, tells you how far away you are, and at 20 meters, you could still hit things, which means I can hit this from there. Like, you can hit Pharas that are in the sky. You can hit Echoes that are in the sky. The damage orb, the skill orb, as I call it, plus her beam, is such a significant amount of damage that it will actually seek people out and kill them behind corners that you didn't even see. You're gonna wear, apparently, the rarest Life Weaver skin. Hell yeah, dude. I don't know what that is, but I'm interested in seeing it. What's her Overwatch 2 skin look like? No, I want to be Overwatch 1. That's better. I like it better. Alright, we have a Winston, we have a Bastion, we have a Reaper. In this situation, it would be better if I played Lucio. But that being said, it doesn't really matter, because Moira can dive with the Winston as well. And the Life Weaver can potentially save the Reaper and the Bastion should they get into a terrible scenario. But Lucio's speed boost would be better to speed boost Bastion and Reaper into the places I need them to be. Alright, I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. I'm gonna say hey. Hey. I like that skin. Is it pink or is it purple? I'm not sure. That's delicious coffee. We're at the door here. Gonna utilize our best movement ability. Best. Whoa, bro. That scared the shit out of me. Hang on. Social. Right here, right off the start. You, mute. Never again. Never, ever again. That scared the shit out of me. I fucking crapped my pants, dude. Just gonna keep this Bastion alive. I'm gonna throw the damage orb their way. Just gonna make sure that Bastion is, supported. We're gonna kill this Life Weaver. Seems like the right call, right? And what's he gonna do about it? What you gonna do, fam? Nothing. Oh, he's 1 hit point. Oh, am I getting hit by Reinhardt? Oh, no, I'm not. I'm Moira. I disappear. Alright, gonna throw the heals out to the team here. Just make sure that our team stays alive. Make sure that our Reaper stays up. Just want to make sure that we are properly supporting the squad. Yep. Yep. Just gonna get out of the way here. I'm gonna throw the damage orb now. Oh, sorry, fam. The Reaper went down. That's not my fault. Reaper's behind me. Just gonna get out of the way. Just diving out of the way here. The, Whoop. No, I'm sorry. You can't kill me, Ana. You just don't have what it takes, dude. I'm already out of the way. So balanced. Oh? But then I just fade out of the way, right? So I'm already gone. What a life grip, dude. Thanks, man. This guy, the Winston needs to play a little bit less aggressive with the tank and a little bit more aggressive with the enemy support. I can't support this Reaper in this moment. Yes, dude. Hell of a life grip. Okay, so we're just keeping the tank alive as he gets Reapered in his face. Yep. I can damage him from back there. Balance. This is fine. This is totally fine. Throw the damage orb over to where we know they will inevitably come out of. And if it doesn't get anyone, it doesn't get them. It's already off cooldown. Throw it again. Just keeping this Reaper alive here. Just watching as the Winston goes in, goes all the way in. He's going deep here. I'm gonna throw my healing orb. Try and save him. We're gonna kill this Moira. Nah, fam. You're dead, dude. That was a hell of a good, a very good life grip. Bang, just gonna keep the Reaper alive. We're all good here. We have the Tree of Life is already out. We're good to go. Just gonna kill this Ana. What they gonna do about it? Nothing. Throw my healing orb. I don't care about Reinhardt. I'll just stand there. Oh, yeah. Hey. This is balanced, dude. This is the most balanced character in the entire game. Throw my damage orb out. Never know who it might get. Keep this Reaper up. Reaper, relax, bro. Toss that damage orb over that way. I want to be damaging this Moira. Actually, I take it back. I want to be damaging this Ana. This Moira has no fade. Oh, but I do. Just gonna keep this Bastion alive, make sure he's supported. You're good to go, man. Don't worry. Fear not, dude.
Let the push commence.
We win these. I'm gonna throw the healing orb over to Winston so I can get the big heals on him while he's over there all alone. Gonna just back on out of the way here. Make sure that my squad is supported. Throw the healing orb over to Reaper. Oh, I got got. But what happened? We killed Sim. We're totally good. Slaying him. And plus our other support is still here. I can't tell. I can't tell if I threw my healing orb or my damage orb in that moment, but I tried to throw my healing orb to myself.
Life protects life.
Just keeping my squad alive. Nah, fam. I'm sorry, I tried to save you. Just making sure Winston stays up. I'm gonna put this damage in, not on their tank, but on their Moira. Keeping the squad alive. We're all good. Fear not. Balanced, bro. So balanced. Just gonna get out of the way so that I don't die. You see, the Pharah wants me. She wants me bad. I'm gonna throw the damage orb this time. Get in here and heal up this Reaper. Did we, though? Ready, steady. Where's this Pharah at, bro? There she is. Pharah, what happens if I just kill you, dude? Just gonna kill their Moira. I'm gonna use my fade to get out of there, throw the healing orb. I'm not gonna be able to get out. Oh, that was clutch, dude. Oh, dude, that was so good. I think we just get out of the way at this moment. I'd love to save Reaper, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. He's just standing in front of the window. Kind of no real point for us to push it this far, but you know what? If we're going in for it, we're going in for it, man. We're just gonna kill this Moira, make sure that she can't live. Get the heals out to our team, throw the healing orb. Right. Make sure this Pharah goes down. Look at how far away I can damage Pharah. Sorry, Pharah. We're balanced. Feel me, fam? And then the skill orb. And then the skill orb killed Torbjorn. We're in here, baby. What a game. 19-1 here on Esperanza. The most balanced character in the entire meta. And I got Pogs. Let's go, baby. Yep. Just throwing the healing orb. Making sure the team stays alive. Just gonna go ahead and kill Pharah. Right? We're gonna toss some heals out. We're gonna throw the damage orb and kill Torb. It's all good. That guy yelling at the beginning of the game still scared the crap out of me, though. It absolutely terrified me. You love a good Moira, right? Some incredibly clutch life grips in that game. By the way, bro. Spicy one. When the Ramatra popped ultimate and you life gripped me up to the pedal, that was amazing. That's what he gets. That's what he gets for thinking that he can damage us while on a pedal in the sky. Hilariously balanced. Not at all, right? It's not balanced in the slightest. But we're gonna make it happen anyway. Feels good. All right, let me, I just need to pull up some stuff on the back end while we're waiting for the next game. Just gonna go over here, just pull this up here. Right, we are good. All right, cool. Cool. Make sure my camera's not frozen. All right, awesome. Fantastic. I got confused at a certain point because the tank and Bastion went out of my tree. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing, bro. That tank, he wanted to Winston so bad. He just wanted to monkey around, right? Like, he was gonna Winston whether we liked it or not. He was going full dive. Not that I'm upset about it, you know, going full dive as Winston is what you want. But that being said, he was full dive with the complete confidence that we were going to save him no matter what. We got a Constellations name card up for sale today. I bet you Star would like this one a lot. It's got a constellation on it. It's got the moon. Or maybe... See, it looks like the moon in Planet, but it looks like Saturn with, like, the fact that it has rings around it, so I don't know. It's nice, though. Got the face changer Sombra skin. If you guys have never seen this, the face actually changes. Look at that. Dope, right? I think that's pretty cool. It just, my favorite part about this is that it's a face changer skin on a character that is invisible. Is Lifeweaver Moira a good support duo? It is, because the Lifeweaver can stand from far away and target things from complete safety, and then the Moira can dive with whatever tank is diving, and the Moira can get in and out in situations where the dive tank wants to be aggressive, and then can also save herself, while the Lifeweaver stands from super far back and doesn't have to worry about the range of his heal being kind of limited, right? Like, Moira's range only goes so far. The Lifeweaver can hit from across the map. And so in that regard, yeah, they make a pretty good combo. Oh, good, we got the same tank again. Let's do it, baby. This is the exact same team. There are only 10 people playing Overwatch, apparently. They couldn't find us anyone else. Literally the exact same team as last time. Whatever, I'll take it. Do I have any cool Moira skins? I don't think I do. I have the Banshee skin. Oh no, now I can't change skins. Aw, man. Oh well. I'm a Banshee this time, chat. I didn't want to be, but that's how it's gonna go.
A pleasure.
Hey.
The end draws near.
Hello.
I've seen you guys before. Yeah, so I have this skin for Moira. Not my favorite, but I bought it. The tank says this is literally the same team. It literally is. Literally. We're gonna use Fade, get ourselves out there a little bit faster. We're going to queue up the damage orb. We're gonna send the damage orb that way, just for anybody who might want to come out. I have already taken a decent amount of damage here. The Winston needs to be careful about getting in line of sight with that D.Va, who can really fuck a Winston up if she's good. Right, we have a cast to our side here, and we're just gonna keep the healing orb going, because we need the squad to stay alive. Need the squad up. We have the point already. I now need to get aggressive with their Moira, and their Moira's gonna back off here, so that's good for me. But we know that their cast is alive. We're just gonna get out of the way. We're gonna keep the Reaper alive. We're gonna put the damage in on the Moira or on the D.Va as well. See, our tank is here. We're good to go. Throw the damage orb out to where they are. We're gonna ricochet the damage orb off that wall. Unfortunately, it got absorbed by the defense matrix. We're gonna help the tank get that D.Va out of mech, because once she's out of mech, she's useless. Right? You can't defense matrix our shit if she's out of mech. And the tank knows that I'm here with him, and that he can do a little bit crazy shit. And the Reaper needs to be supported at this moment. We're good to go. It's so easy. So much value. We're a little bit too far forward. Right? I'm just gonna back up. We're just gonna reposition back here to where I can't be killed by that Bastion. And now we're gonna use Fade to get all the way back. We're throwing out the damage orb this time. That way, if anybody dies, you know, if anybody dives even, they can get damaged by that. I can deal a little bit of damage as I leave. You never know who it might kill. That was enough to give me my ult. So now we have Cole for this next fight. Just gotta wait for the squad, and then we'll be good to go. And I will Cole as soon as we get there, likely. It depends on who's in the area, but more than likely I will Cole as soon as we get there. Letting my shit kind of recharge here. Gonna grab the full heal. And it is silly time. Ah, well, that's unfortunate, huh? I didn't realize he was behind me. I could have faded through that, but since the tank went down, it really doesn't matter. That was my first death anyhow. Just gotta get back up with the squad. We're gonna try and... I tried to keep you alive, bro. As soon as I came out, I tried to get you. Gonna use our movements to get up onto this high ground position, where we can support the tank from full safety. And I'm kind of putting myself in line of sight a little bit there. No real need to do that. Gonna throw that damage orb out to them. That way I can hurt everybody who is on the point. And now we're gonna kill Moira, right? I hear that the Cass is behind me, but their Moira going down is arguably more important at this moment. We're just gonna kill him, right? And then we're gonna get back up and we're gonna heal up our tank, using our movement to gain the high ground positioning. Throw the healing orb to the tank. Make sure that he stays up. We're just gonna save the rest of our healing so that we don't overuse it there. We see that the Reaper is getting low, so we're gonna keep the Reaper alive. We're gonna throw out that damage beam. Kill this Cassidy immediately. We're gonna kill this Moira immediately. Right? And now their push is over. I'm gonna toss that for our tank. Utilize our Fade to get out of the way there. And that is the first round. Slaying it, bro. Slaying it. And our monkey is monkey businessing. Everything is going exactly the way we needed it to. We are an incredibly balanced support character. Gaining full value with 0 aim.
How on earth are you even larger than I thought you'd be?
That's simple. You see, I am standing very close to you.
And I'd like it to remain that way.
Yikes.
Are you finished?
Man, I wish I could mute this guy's voice lines as well. Like, I muted him already once. I wish I could mute his voice lines too. Alright, so we're here. We got the Rhine is going ham to the right. So we're going to go ham with the Rhine to the right. And we're going to toss the damage orb down their way. Bang. We're just going to put that on cooldown immediately, because you never know. Unfortunately, it bounced up and out of the way. We have the Bastion is going tank for him here. So we're going to throw the damage orb, and we're going to utilize the beam. I was going to try and save Bastion, but with the Reaper there, there's nothing I can do. With the Rhine going super deep right now, there's no way I can save him unless he gets into my line of sight. Gonna put that heavy, heavy healing onto Reinhardt. Heavy. Utilize my Fade to get out of the way of the Roadhog. As soon as I get hooked, fuck you, Roadhog. I don't have a character model that is actually large enough for you to one-hit. So, you know, get fucked. With the Lifeweaver life-gripping our Rhine, I was able to snag a little bit of time. We're literally healing you right now, fam. It's not our fault you're overcommitting to the engagement. So the Moira dying here is important. So we're just going to make sure that she does. Right, we got the damage orb on the Moira. She's not getting away from us that easily. Right, we're just going to... I had 1 second left. I even waited a second to let him hit me. That's all right. We're going to be fine coming back. We see that the Lifeweaver is there with the Reinhardt, so we're going to be totally fine. I'm about to have my second Cole, and we'll be good to go. And then I can ult the squad, and also ult the enemy team. Right, we see that this Bastion is getting low health, so we're just going to throw him the healing orb, make sure that he stays alive. We're going to use the yellow spray all over the team here. We see that the Reaper is going in, so we're just going to support him, make sure that he does not die in the moment that he needs to be alive. The Reinhardt is going ham, so we're going to assist Reinhardt in his hamness. And now we need to back up. It's silly time here. But with the enemy getting so ridiculous, it's going to be easy for us to live. We just leave, right? Just straight up, we just leave. We can see that the Bastion is utilizing his ult. We're going to go ahead and keep our team alive. I'm just going to be repositioning with my Fade here. The Reaper was in too deep. There was nothing I could do to save him. We need to throw the healing orb, make sure that our support stays alive at this moment. The Reinhardt being back means that we win this point. He can't actually advance on the Roadhog unless we allow him to. And with silly time having happened, we know that they have basically no ultimates moving forward. And that is game here on Nepal. Destroyed them. Absolutely destroyed them. A ridiculous amount of value you get from this character. I barely even have to do anything. The irony that brain damage got to play the game. That was actually a really good, high noon. Good for him. Can't be mad at that one. I didn't realize he was behind me. That was a good flank on his part. Because he waited, right? Like, it was a stand still and wait for them to be in the position I need them to be flank. And that worked out pretty well. Just gonna get rid of some of that. And I'm getting spammed by emails from State Farm for whatever reason. They're like, we're changing the way we're gonna contact you. I'm like, by email? How are you gonna contact me now, bro? Okay, so what's up? What else in the store? We got this green Sombra skin. Apparently it thinks I really like Sombra today. It seems like it always has a theme. It's like, I got 2 Sombra skins. I got this Mei skin, which is, if I wanted to be like Vampire Mei, that'd be cool, right? I don't understand. I don't know anything about like Chinese mythology, so I don't understand what this is. Like, whatever Jiangxi is, I have no idea. But she's got vampire teeth, so I'm gonna assume she's a vampire. And you got this weird soldier cyborg skin where he like there's this character in Tekken, I can't remember his name, but he's like a really big bulky dude, and in one cinematic he stands on a tank and rips the gun off of a tank. He looks like that dude from Tekken. And here's that Constellations name card that I was talking about. Pretty neat. I don't use name cards. There's an avalanche to my right. That's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the endorsement on our pal. Spicy one. And then I'll give it to the Reaper. I don't want this tank to feel encouraged to tank the way that he does. Not that he's a bad tank, but he's too aggressive. And if we weren't here, if we weren't on incredibly high healing output characters, he definitely would have died. 100%. I gotta get out of there before I demonetize myself having the Cowboy Bebop theme song in the background. We're waiting for this next game. It's taking forever. I'm gonna put us in the... Oh, of course. As soon as I go to put us in the practice range. See, all I had to do was talk shit about it, bro. Change myself back to the Overwatch 2 skin. What's the Minister skin? I hate it. Going back to the Overwatch 2 skin. This is literally the exact same team again. Again. 3 games in a row. I've never had this happen. I'm pretty sure everybody has stopped playing Overwatch. At this point in the season, I think a lot of people have just taken a break. That's rough, man. This is the same team 3 games in a row.
But I am certain that we're going to have a great time.
Alright, so, when you start on Numbani, the first thing you do on defense is break all of these railings, right? So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go up, we're just gonna break all of the railings. We're breaking them, we're smacking them, using our claws. I just realized, why does Lifeweaver lock the camera up and down when you are on him in the character select? I never noticed that. That's weird. See, our team is on the point right now. We still have more of these railings to break. I don't know what they're doing on the point. We have a Doom Fist on the other team. I'm gonna stay with the tank here, because I can dive with him. I am stunned at this moment, so I need to be very careful. I'm gonna dive out of the way. I tried to clear that gap, but unfortunately I missed. Throw the damage orb up, because we know that we can potentially kill this Junkrat. And I'm gonna put myself in a bad situation, and just make sure that this Junkrat goes down, as well as this Doomfist, both going down here. Absolutely not. I'm sorry, Doomfist. You're gonna have to die, fam. See, our Lifeweaver is in a completely fine place here. Keeping himself alive. Using the pedal and his height advantage. See, our tank is fully diving now. They also have a Lifeweaver in this moment. So the Cassidy got life gripped out of the way. This tank is going to want me because I killed him. So I just have to be careful about making sure that I am not in the Doomfist line of sight. The Winston here is taking a lot of damage from Doom. And with our Reaper going in hot, I want to make sure that Reaper stays alive, but I don't want to overcommit to this angle. Just going to throw the damage orb this time, and I'm going to miss. Just going to send it flying through the air for whatever reason. Gotta support this Bastion. Make sure he stays alive. Putting the damage in on this Doom. And right before he used his Rocket Punch, I just used Fade and completely made him waste his shit. Good job, Doom. What a clutch moment for you. Keeping this Reaper alive. Hey. Yeah, we're good, dude. We're totally fine. I got half my healing back already. I'm about to have a coal. We're good to go. We can see that our Life Weaver has his tree up in just a second. The Primal Rage is about to be up. We have the Bastion ult is ready. I should be on the high ground position, but I don't think I can reach it unless I burn my Fade, and I don't really want to. Yeah, I can't get it from there. Hopefully I don't need it in the next 6 seconds. Oh yeah, that would have been smart. Thanks, dude. I could have just asked you for that. Gonna use my Fade to clear that gap. Just disappear on that Doomfist. Just break his ankles a little bit. Right, and now it's time to support the Winston, who is going full in on the Primal Rage. I know that I can deal a lot of value at this moment by fighting their Mercy, making sure their Mercy dies. Because once Mercy's dead, then we're totally good to go. They can't do nothing with Mercy down. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead at this moment. Again, like I said, that Doomfist is going to want me very badly because I killed him earlier. So I just got to be careful about being next to him. And because I had already faded, it was on cooldown at that moment. But we had Doom use ult. We had the 2 DPS characters use ult at the same time. And I am about to be back. You can see that our team is down right now. They are down hard. I'm going to ricochet this healing orb over to them. And I'm going to put this damage in on this Mercy. We're just going to kill this Mercy. Yep, and now we're going to kill this Ana. Right? Right, we're killing this Ana. We're just making sure that Ana stays alive, or stays down. And now our team is good. We're good. We're good. We win. We win, Doom. You lose. Nerd, get out of here. See that Cassidy is alone. We're going to support everyone, make sure that they are good. I want to tell this tank that I can't get to him, but I actually don't have the, I don't have the mic queued up right now. And by the time I do queue the mic up, I'm going to die to this Doom right now. Yeah, I'm going to die to this Doom. I dove and I got caught on their bodies. So if you watch me, you're going to see me dive, bang. And that was the moment that I hit Fade, but I got caught on their body.
Evolution is a painful path to walk.
We do have the Tree of Life up on the point right now, so we're going to be good to go there. Our Reaper is down, and that is unfortunate. We're going to throw the Healing Orb up to our Life Weaver. We, unfortunately, were not able to save him. We're going to try and keep the, kill the Sombra. And I am stuck right now. Yeah, I'm stuck in the Junkrat trap, so I was not able to live through that. See, you can see my feet. Yep, there we go. I couldn't see the stuck animation on my screen, but I knew I was stuck because I was holding W, and it wasn't going anywhere. We know that we are getting close to a Fade, or a Coal, but we're not going to have it in time, so we just got to be careful. Got to be careful at this moment. The Doom understands that if he dives me, it's going to be harder for me to win. So that's totally fine. They got the point here. No big deal. Our tank has now gone Ball for some reason. Ball is not necessarily the best choice. Although Ball can realistically damage their Mercy pretty easily. Killing their Mercy is really all we need to do. Right, and this Doom is on me, and I'm probably going to die because their Junkrat is also here. I need to stop overcommitting, but in doing so, I have made it so that their team has gone nowhere, basically, right? Their team is all together right now. The Mercy needs to die. I need my DPS kind of on that Mercy, as well as myself. Unfortunately, I've caught a lot of deaths here in the last few moments. We're going to get up there, and we're going to try... Like I said, Wrecking Ball is not a good Doom counter. He could play a different character and be more useful. Although his mobility is very high, his ability to actually kill people is not so high. So... we know that the Sombra is going to pop up around us, so we're just gonna keep some heals up on this. We're gonna kill this. Make sure that our Ball doesn't get caught. Make sure that they're... yeah, so I had a feeling this was happening. I'm gonna try and get away. Yeah, I had my healing orb up. I probably could have used it in that moment to have saved myself. But I was just mashing the Fade button. The odds of me getting out of that were pretty slim anyhow. The getting back up with the team is arguably a better call. With the tank going down, there was not much that I could have done to have saved myself. The tank is down again. No, he's there, okay. Reaper and the tank are over on the point right now. See that Reaper is getting pushed by the Doomfist. We're just going to keep our team alive at this moment. We're going to try and keep the Wrecking Ball alive, but he is kind of leaving the point alone and making it difficult to be healed. We can't really heal him if he is constantly out of the way. Again, I'm just going to utilize my cover here, make sure that we are good. The Reaper on our team took a duel with the Junkrat in close quarters, paid the price for it. That's not our fault, but it does suck, right? With the Junkrat throwing those mines in our direction, I know that my team's going to be taking a lot of damage, so I'm going to make sure that our 2 support characters stay alive, myself and the Lifeweaver. The ball is just going to have to fend for himself for a second. I have coal in this moment, but if I use it, I put myself into a very vulnerable state. So I want to make sure that if I do use it, I'm using it in a place where it's intentional. And right now, we're going to use it to push this Junkrat. Again, I don't want to be in a place where I take a close quarters duel with him, but I can force him to back off of my team while we are utilizing our ultimates to force them off of the point. And we are going to have the game here. That is game. Yep, that's team kill. We win the game. I caught maybe 2 more deaths than I should have in that game. But that being said, the Doomfist is a little bit harder to play around than the Roadhog that we had on the other team in the last game. And again, same team 3 games in a row. I don't know how this happened, but here we are, right? There's a good... See, and you can see my coal coming through there, and that's where I forced the Junkrat out of his hidey hole, where he was completely safe. And forcing the Junkrat out of there means that he had to be out in a place where my team could get him. It took away his positioning angle that gave him the advantage on us. So that was a good call for me, doing exactly what I needed to do in that moment. Although, like I said, I did catch like 1 more death than I probably should have. 2 more deaths than I probably should have. I got body blocked by Doomfist at one point. It'd be cool if when you faded, you could knock people around, right? See you soon! That'd be cool. Like, if you faded into somebody, if you could boop them, I think that'd be the OP cherry on top of the Moira cake, right? So we're 20 meters away, and you can see I can damage them from here, right? 20 meters, and I can still damage the bot from here. And I can keep these bots alive literally just with my healing orb alone is enough to completely outdo the damage of these bots. Right? So much healing comes from that. So much damage comes from her beam. It's absurd. It's literally absurd. I'm gonna wait until the one comes by. Where are you? Are you on there? No, it's gone. Thanks.
Hello there.
Life protects life.
And I just want to show you how far away a flying target can be. Look at how far that is. Same thing. I pressed a coalescence right there to show you on the sniper bot how far away that is. But again, 20 meters. That's 60 feet in real life. Legitimately, from here to my car. A ridiculously huge amount of space. We have a Sigma and a soldier right now. This is a fine team. I am not a fan of the Flashpoint game mode. I actually think this is one of the worst game modes that we've had. But that being said, it's not that much different than other ones. I just don't know the... Excuse me. I just don't know the maps as well, so...
Look at the state of the world. Something has
This is fine, right? You got a Jade weapon on Lucio? Yo, congratulations, bro. That's huge. We have a Sombra as well as our soldier, so we should be able to get a decent amount of value out of our DPS characters. Unless soldier gets absolutely destroyed by, like, a Hanzo or, like, a Genji. Oh, good, a Doomfist. Just what I always wanted. You can see they do have a Genji. I had a feeling they might. See, we went too many games without there being a Genji. That's how I knew there would be one. We're just gonna damage up on this Mercy. We're just damaging this Mercy, making sure that Mercy's life stays difficult, forcing her to move around a whole lot. We can damage up on this Mercy some more, right? Again, we're just forcing her to be in places that Mercy doesn't want to be. We'll keep this Sigma alive now. When Mercy has to constantly worry about her own hit points. What did I get killed by? The Storm Arrow. That makes sense. Bro, I called exactly what their DPS would be. A Hanzo and a Genji. I knew exactly what they were going to play. Amazing. It's like I've played Overwatch before. Just going to throw the orb here. Give my team some healing while I can't get over to them. We're going to damage up on that Mercy. I could literally damage that Mercy from over there, from here. That is ridiculous. Cool. We see the Sombra is going over to them. She probably sees something. We're going to use this moment to break the barriers that are keeping us away. Throw the damage orb over towards the Genji, because he can't do anything to deflect that if it's already out. Again, we're just chucking the damage orb out. We're going to kill this Hanzo. We're going to make Hanzo's life very difficult. Keep our tank alive. Kill Mercy. Kill Genji. Genji, where you going, fam? I'll kill Lifeweaver so that they don't have any support at all. We're going to keep our tank alive here. Genji, you don't have enough damage to stop me. We're going to wait until Genji gets close to us. He died. I didn't even end up needing to fade. But a lot of people fade as soon as they hear the Genji's ult animation. You want to just hold it until he's actually on you, and then you can disappear, right? He does get his dash reset when he utilizes that too, so you want to make sure that if you can, that he has already used a dash before you fade. Just wasting my own healing for whatever reason, I don't know. We see that their Mercy is over there. I want to hurt her so badly. We're gonna kill this Hanzo. Right, we saw that the Genji was coming over that way. We're just gonna throw the damage orb in his direction. Skill orb for the win, baby. Gonna kill that Mercy through the Reinhardt's... excuse me, I forget who I killed. I didn't actually see who I killed. But yeah, we win. That's our whole team. Who did I kill first? Lifeweaver? I killed him through Reinhardt's shield. The Coalescence goes through barriers, so, you know, he thought he was good. I just beamed him while he was low health. Get fucked, kid. Throw that over there. Put the heal in on our soldier. We're getting some value out of that damage orb. The skill orb do be skillful, baby. Again, we're just gonna damage up on this Mercy. We're gonna make Mercy's life living hell. She can't live if we don't let her. Right, so all of the attention from that Lifeweaver has to go to the Mercy right now. Just gonna keep our support alive. Unfortunately, we were not able to save him from the Genji. Their whole team is going crazy right now. Genji thinks he knows. Thank God. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it back to my team if I didn't get out of there right then. Alright, cool. We're good. Moving forward. I didn't have enough hit points. Aw, man. Good for him. I didn't have enough hit points to have dueled that Genji through the damage orb would have killed him before he got to kill me. You heard the hammer down animation, so I hit my fade and got out of there, and we are good to go, right? Now we can see their Hanzo is alone, and we're just gonna go kill Hanzo. Unfortunately, I used my fade already. Just gonna pick up that... Oh, I missed my health pack. No! I missed my health pack. I swear to God, I walked right over it, right? Like, look how close I was. I swear to God, I thought I walked over it. That's all right. We're good. Moving forward. We have 12 kills, too, so we're doing good. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it back to Sigma in time. But I will be able to kill Genji. Potentially not. Gotta get out of there. We're just going to keep our team alive. Generate some additional ultimate off of that skill orb. Doing its thing. Toss that way. use Fade to clear that gap so I don't get one hit by the Hanzo. Sigma, keep coming. Yes, the barrier appears, right, but we need to get over to the other place. There's someone on my side here. I think it's Hanzo, so I'm just gonna back out of the way. I want to keep my support alive. I have Coalescence right now, but I'm not going to use it during her ultimate. We just need to kill this Hanzo on the side here. We're just going to do that with the help of the damage beat and the skill orb. And now we're going to kill this Mercy. Yep, we're good to go. Throw the skill orb in their general direction. Lifeweaver's down. We're good to go. Good to go. I'm gonna melee Sigma's backpack. It looks stupid, bro. You look like you have a rock attached to your back. We can hear them over there, so we're just gonna throw the damage orb in their general direction. I missed, but that's okay. Drop a little heal on squad. Not too much. Again, we're just pressing the button. I'm gonna take that, apparently. I'm just gonna take that L. Unnecessary L in my direction. Skill orb is doing its thing. Getting a ton of value again. I dodged the hammer down by being close to a piece of cover here. Time for that healing orb. Keep my team alive. And unfortunately, we are not able to kill the, with the help of the tactical visor, we were able to kill the Mercy. With the Mercy down, everybody else is kind of fair game here. Everybody else is just gonna die. We're gonna throw the skill orb in their general direction. Keep our other support alive. Very easy. Very easy. And now we get aggressive on their Genji, right? Now we get aggressive on their team. Just throw the damage orb in their direction. Want to damage up on this Mercy. Not gonna let her get away. Time for her to die. Again, we're tossing the damage orb. We are in their spawn at this moment, but we're just gonna hold them in their spawn here. Keep our tank alive here. We're not gonna stop and wait too long. Just gonna use our Fade to get out of the way. We're tossing the damage orb so that we can hurt them. Want to keep our other support alive. I got you, homie. I got you, big dog. I can hear the charge of the Reinhardt, so I know that I need to Fade at that moment. I want to keep this Sigma alive, so I'm gonna throw the healing orb to him. Again, my Fade is off cooldown, so I'm just gonna keep backing up. I'm not able to save my team here. My Sigma is down. Gonna throw the healing orb so that I keep myself alive as I Fade over to the point. And now we know that we are down one of our support and our tank. And at this moment, the best thing that I could do is just get aggressive and wait for my team to come back. And if they don't come back soon enough, then I just leave, right? So I'm keeping this soldier alive. I don't want him to die at this moment before my team gets back. But it's getting sketchier and sketchier as we move forward here. And right now, at this moment, we need to figure out where their Mercy is. Where is Mercy? And I saw him lift his arm up, so I knew that Hammer Down was about to come my way. And it's time to kill the Genji with our Cole. We're going to kill this Lifeweaver. No, apparently not. We're gonna throw the damage orb in there and just make sure that our soldier gets the support that he needs. We're gonna kill this Mercy, and we are good to go. Everybody dies. Get fucked, dudes. And we don't give a fuck. Get out of here, son. That's what I think about your attack visor, dude.
That's better.
I don't need to worry about you. I'm the most balanced character in the game. Throwing the damage orb over to them right now. Someone said little tykes. Little tykes. Sure, man. Like you were when you used your attack visor, or? Like, who's the little tyke? Just gonna kill this Mercy. Because once their Mercy goes down... Okay. Not gonna be able to kill her. With the team coming forward now, we know that it's time to go. We did get the Mercy down. I want to keep my Lucio alive here. In doing so, I'm just gonna kill this soldier. And I'm just kind of getting aggressive and forcing them to fight over here. Because when they fight over here... Oh, no! Oh, dude, nah, bro. I got caught on the fucking wall. Look at this, look. The trim of the doorway held me up top. I have 29 kills right now. I am slaying it, dude. We're destroying them. We need to get back to the point, though. Sigma, let's go. Oh, he can't hear me. I don't have my mic queued up. That's alright. We're gonna keep our squad alive. Just gonna keep them alive. Sigma had to take a sip of his water or something. So, with this Reinhardt alone, we're gonna make sure that this Reinhardt dies, right? No, we're gonna make sure that this Mercy dies. Immediately. Reinhardt went down, so we're good to go. Just gonna keep my Sombra alive here. I'm about to have another Coalescence. We can see that our Sombra is getting very low. The Mercy rezzed the Reinhardt, and the Life Weaver life gripped him. We're just gonna throw the damage orb over to him and generate that extra ult charge that we need. And we're going to use the Fade to clear the gap here without actually taking any damage. Now it's time to kill Ryan, because he is alone. I think I used this right here. Yeah. We're gonna kill this Life Weaver, because he doesn't have any way to stop me from doing it. We're gonna kill this soldier with the help of the skill orb. And my team, again, we're just gonna kill him. We're gonna kill Reaper. We're out of this bitch, dude. Their whole team is dead. Let's move over to the point.
My ultimate is good to go.
The fuck out of here, dude. I'm the most balanced character in the game. Just gonna emote on him real quick. Generate another Coalescence here by throwing the skill orb in their direction. Make sure that the skill orb is getting maximum value by throwing it right over to where the Mercy is, who inevitably will get damaged by it the entire time. With the soldier using Tac Visor, we're just going to make sure that he gets supported so that all of his damage gets full value. We can see that the soldier is getting pushed on by this Reaper, but we're just not going to let him die. With the hammer down going off there, we know that the team is going to go down. But with Soldier and I here, we know that this Reinhardt is going to go down, right? And now with this Life Weaver here, we know that he can't stop us. We win, bitch. We win the game. I'm just going to go ahead and drop the emote on him. What's good, fam? That is a 37-4 game here on Suravasa. What they gonna do about it? You know? Honestly. Your stats, bro. Yeah, dude, you had super high stats that game. High healing, high damage. We were all in there. Kicking ass. That's a great game. This is an insanely good game. This character is so rude. The things that you can do with Moira are just absurd. And, like, part of it is because her Fade has such a short cooldown, right? Like, 6 seconds means that you can do things, you can be in places that you shouldn't be with no real fear of dying. And then you just fade away when things get sketchy. I think my Lucio might have gotten better. I think so, too, dude. We were in there. We killed Soldier during his ultimate twice. He was very upset about it. He was so upset that he had to type in chat about it. Which I think is pretty funny. Overall, pretty good game so far. Alright, we're here on Lijiang Tower. I feel like I spent like an hour of the stream here in Lijiang Tower. Alright, so we have an Orisa as our tank. The cool thing about Orisa is that if she plays well, she'll just never die. She'll just live forever. She won't kill anything. She won't do anything of value, except for maybe occasionally boop somebody in a direction. But she will never, ever die. And that feels good. Bang.
Your worth is a hypothesis.
My favorite part about Moira's beam is that it's actually it's a suck. It sucks the life out of the enemy. And you can see that when you use these, when you use it on these balls, it will suck them towards you instead of booping them away from you. I'm going to use my Fade here since it'll be off cooldown by the time I get back. We have our Sojourn is already dead, so that's good. Throwing the skill orb in their general direction. Our Lucio is also dead, so we're down to a 3v5 scenario straight off the jump. It's not looking good for our team. As the Orisa gets low health here, I'm just going to make sure that she stays up, because her taking damage, getting past that armor hit points, makes her very vulnerable to the damage of the Echo. And I can actually damage characters from here, so just want to be careful. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Just want to be careful that I don't get killed by the Widowmaker, but I didn't see where she was until it was too late. I started the sentence and she got me, so good for her.
Evolution is a painful path to walk.
Evolution is a painful path to walk, apparently. We're just going to go this way. We're going to use Fade in that direction. Again, we got to keep our tank alive and up past half hit points, because if we don't, then she's going to miss out on her value as the tankiest character, right? So we're just putting damage in. The team is getting a lot of damage right now. Just want to make sure that they stay alive. Gonna fading out of the sticky bombs from the Echo. It's a little bit difficult to say all of the things that I'm doing. In that moment, we lost the fight, so it was okay to die. You can see our tank died. Our Sojourn knows that it's time to leave. The Echo is trying to damage us from far away. We're just going to get out of the way here. I have Cole, so we're going to be good to go go in there. I'm going to toss the skill orb in their general direction, right? And then I want to keep our Orisa alive. And I want to kill this Mercy in the process, right? So I'm just going to chase her down. And then the Echo goes down after that. And then I'm just going to fade out of the way because I know I'm getting shot by the Widowmaker. I use my ult to chase down the Mercy, which ruins their point. And then we just keep our team alive here. Anybody that gets below half health, we know that we need to heal them up immediately, because the damage from the Echo will be able to kill them very, very quickly. And we just completely ignored D.Va, right? Like, D.Va was back there. We just totally let her do whatever D.Va wanted to do, and we just did what we wanted to do. Luminosity says, I'm finally over... Yikes, bro. Well, that's good. I'm glad that you're feeling better. I'm gonna toss that in her direction, because we want the skill orb to get damage. We need the tank to come back, but she's not going to. That's unfortunate. We're just gonna keep our Sojourn up as best we can, and once we see that it's time to go, it's time to go. Unfortunately, we just gotta go. We're gonna grab this health pack and wait for our tank to come back. We're gonna throw the healing orb out towards Lucio just in case, but he looks like he is good right now. And here, we're just gonna stay close to this health pack, which is getting recharged faster because the Sombra has hacked it for us and our team. Gonna use Fade to fade out of the sticky bombs from the Echo so that I never get to the point where I have to worry about being low health. Again, we're gonna keep this tank up as best we can. Gonna use Fade to get out of the way. Unfortunately, the tank just was not able to, and it is what it is, right? I'm gonna toss the healing orb over to our Sombra, and hopefully we can heal her. But it's gonna be rough. Right now, we know that we can kill this Kiriko. We know that we can kill this Echo. We know that we can kill this Echo without too much trouble. But we gotta be close to our support characters. Make sure that they stay alive as well. I'm gonna throw the healing orb over to our team. Just gonna put the damage in on this Moira. I'm just gonna fade away from the Reaper ultimate so that he can't actually get any value out of that, and he didn't. And right now we're getting very close to another coalescence, so we're just gonna back up. We're just gonna wait a second and back up. We need our tank to come back. But I don't want to die, because if I die, then it's over. Right? We need to make sure that we are totally good at this moment. Unfortunately, we used our Lucio ult maybe a little bit too early. I'm going to end up wasting my ultimate here. That sucks, man. Yeah, just a little bit. If I had been there for that, I would have been able to have gotten the value out of it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to. That's okay. Had I known that he was going in, I would have been in there with him, and then I would have been able to get the value out of that, and I would have been able to use my coalescence to to deal some damage to them. But unfortunately, it just didn't happen. He did it on the other side of the wall from me, and I wasn't able to grab the health from that. But that's okay. At least we staggered, right? At least we tried. We tried to put it into OT for a second. We need Orisa to not throw her life away. She needs to take target priority, make sure that she's utilizing cover, and ideally, we'll be able to get through it. You can see she only has 2100 mitigation as well, so the amount of damage she's taking is pretty significant. See, both Lucio and I are over 4,000 healing. Most of that was on Orisa. I'm gonna move forward here. I'm gonna throw my damage orb over into their health pack area, and that will give me some ultimate charge straight off the jump. We see that the Orisa has finally made it, so we are good to go. Again, gonna throw the damage orb over into their health pack, and now we're just gonna back up here. Just gonna back up. We got the cast is getting very low. We're gonna keep the cast alive with the help of the healing orb here. And when we throw the healing orb, we want to make sure that we throw it away from the diva, because she could potentially defense matrix her way out of the, like, defense matrix our healing orb away if we throw it. Yep, and there it is. See that the Sombra has hacked me now. Again, we're just going to throw the healing orb. We're just going to get aggressive on this Sombra and let her know that I am not the one, dog. I am not the one. You're going to have to try harder than that. Get aggressive on this Kiriko. We're going to kill her and put her back in her spawn here. And we're just going to keep the team alive. And by staggering their support like that, staggering their DPS, they now are going to come in and take the full damage from our characters. Want to make sure that this Mei stays alive. Not sure why we have a Mei now, but whatever. Maybe it'll be good, right? Maybe. It's a big maybe. We want to keep our Lucio alive here. Unfortunately, I was not able to. He just took some additional damage from that Pharah. With the Echo using her ultimate, I have to be very careful about what happens next. I want to make sure that this Pharah goes down, though, as quickly as I can. And, again, I'm not going to be able to save our Orisa unless I utilize my ultimate. Need to kill this Mercy here. Just need to put the damage in on this Mercy wherever she goes. She is now mine, right? And we're just going to kill her. Just make sure that she goes down. Now it's time to kill the Kiriko, because we are easily able to. And now we have the point totally saved. We know that their Pharah is back, so we're just going to get a little bit aggressive with their Pharah here, who is now coming in and out of the doorway. I'm going to throw the skill orb over to them, and we're just going to hold the damage beam up in their general direction. Right now, we don't need to worry about our team taking too much damage, because we're all standing in the Lucio healing aura. So as long as we're not overcommitting to the angle, we should be totally fine. Just keeping our team alive here. I'm actually pressing the wrong button in the wrong direction, but that's okay. I'm going to throw the... man, I dove right into that. This is the time when they use every ultimate. It's silly time here on Lijiang Tower. They use 3 ults back to back to back. Just die. We have time.
It seems I stand alone.
That's totally fine. We have plenty of time to come back in. Plenty of time to get the point back again. We have 2 ultimates online, and we're close to 2 more. So, we're going to be totally good. Throwing the healing orb forward so that my team gets the use of it as we move. Again, I'm going to be throwing the healing orb forward so that it saves me and it keeps our team alive. Just going to support our Cassidy here because we don't want our cast to die. Throw the healing orb over to my team. I'm going to put the damage in on our on their Mercy so that we stay alive. With the drop the beat going off right now, we know that it's time for me to get aggressive on their Kiriko, and by doing so, I'm going to save my team from the damage that they could potentially take from her headshots, which is going to save us in this push forward to the next round. Pretty good. Pretty solid. Using Fade, we were able to jump that gap, and while it's dangerous to fade directly into the face of 2 enemy people, we knew that that Kiriko was low health, and that is the time, because if she can't support them, then the Echo is just kind of alone, right? And the Echo can't fly high enough to be out of the damage beam of Moira. At least not inside of that first point.
Got a good cigar and a
Alright.
big iron in my head.
Going to move right over here. Where is the tank? There she is.
Drink.
Right at the door. Tank. Alright, here she comes. A little bit slow on the uptake, but that's alright. Hopefully she's inside the Lucio aura, and she is. We're going to chuck this skill orb over in their direction and get the full damage from it. And then we know that they are moving forward here. Again, we're going to chuck the skill orb in their direction, grabbing the full value out of the orb. And in doing so, it's going to make it extremely difficult for them to move through that point without getting tagged. We know that the Kiriko is already low health. We know that the Zarya is very low health. And with the Mercy using the heal on the Kiriko, or the res on the Kiriko, we know that she is back, but the tank is dead, right? So, and again, the Echo can't get away from me in this moment. And the Mercy is going to have to choose between taking damage from the skill orb or healing the Echo. Just going to utilize the heal there, make sure that our team stays good. Again, I'm going to throw the skill orb in their direction because I can use my burst healing to keep them alive. I am 55% to another coalescence. We're going to wait a second, and then as the no, don't well them off, May. We need to make sure that the Mercy does not res the Zarya here, right? Because we are winning in this moment. We need to keep our advantage here. With me being extremely low health, I just got to be careful about peeking that corner again. So I'm going to throw the healing orb this time. Again, just keeping my team alive. Orisa, come back. Orisa, come back. With the tank being dead, there's nothing we can really do about that. But we can get out of the way here. Keep ourselves alive. This Echo can't do anything to get away from us right now. She can't fly high enough in that moment to actually have lived. With our tank being dead, though, we do have to retreat. I'm going to use my Fade to get out of the way. I threw the healing orb for them right before I did. And ideally, I will be able to keep my team alive as best I can here. We see that their team is coming forward. Our tank is alive now, so we're good to go there. We are down both of our DPS characters, and it would be a chump move for me to use my ult here. So it's time to go. Just wait for the tank to come back. We don't need to contest right now. Cass, come back.
Come to me.
We're going to tell Cass to group up. I'm going to throw him a healing orb and hope that he makes it. But Cass, if you die, that's... Okay, well, that's why you come back and wait for the tank, buddy. We had already lost that point. There was no reason to go forward there. I'm just going to keep my team alive here. Just going to keep them up. We have a Reaper now. We know that the Mercy is in here, right? And she needs to die. So we are going to find her, and we are going to kill her. Whether she likes it or not, this Mercy is going down right now. Right? And it was worth it to trade us for the Mercy, because the Mercy can't res. The Mercy can't res, which means that anybody that our team actually eliminates, we actually get the full value for. Unfortunately, our tank died. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. We have tons of healing coming out, though. We need to make sure that we stay alive while the tank comes back from the spawn, which presumably is right now. Yep, she is here. You see the tank is going to the side. Tank's going on the side. We're throwing the skill orb in their direction. I threw it through the window right there. And with the enemy soldier using his ultimate, we know that he needs to die. And now we can get forward on this Mei. We need to keep her alive if we can, but unfortunately we can't. Just got to kill this Mercy and make sure that they are good. Now we're throwing the healing orb out to our team, just making sure that our team stays alive. We don't want this Orisa to die here. We cannot let the Lucio die either. We're just going to keep everyone up here. Just keeping everyone up. Again, we're just going to kill this Echo because she can't get out of the way. We see that they have a Reaper now too. We're going to kill this Kiriko, make sure that she is dead. Then we're going to throw the healing orb for our team, and we are going to be good to go here. The Mercy is going to try and get a heal off or a res off. It's still going. Fight is still going here. Again, we're just going to kill this Mercy. We're going to keep our team alive. We're going to use Cole on anybody who wants to come through. Just make sure that I don't end the game with it, and we are good to go. 31-5 here on Lijiang Tower. 14,000 healing. That was pretty good. Pretty solid overall. I seem to be getting beat more often. That's good. That's good. Yeah, you want to have drop the beat up as often as you can. On Lucio, just staying alive will get you your ultimate for a long time, right? Like, the longer you stay up, the faster your ult charges because there's more people in your aura. Assuming that you actually play with more people in your aura. Alright, doing good. It has been a wild, wild amount of wins here. I would expect that we will hit the skill ceiling pretty soon. I'm about to get the replay code for my Lucio match. For that one? For that one that we were just in? I'm just gonna have some fun here while we wait for the next game to come up. No, not that one. Okay. Yeah, like, you'll get beat pretty fast as Lucio. You don't need to damage that much if you just stay alive and keep a lot of people in your aura. You'll passively get beat pretty quickly, which is nice. He doesn't have, like, a crazy long charge on his ultimate like someone like Echo has or something like that. Echo has a ridiculously long charge for her ult. Can't go to it because we're in the practice range. Gotcha. Gotcha. Alright, I'll pull us from the... Wait. We're still in queue, right? Yeah, we're still in queue. Okay, you can go ahead and grab it now. While we wait for the next game to start. Got about half an hour left on this show. I think that we have shown the extreme balance of Moira time and time again. I think there have been plenty of examples where we have been showing just how good this character is. And, like, killing Mercy is so satisfying, because Mercy is such a difficult character to kill. Unlike a hit scan character, when the Mercy does not want to die, she can be very, very difficult to pin down. But with Moira, you just need to be near her, right? You just need to be within 20 meters of her and then point in her general direction, and then all of a sudden Mercy's whole strat falls apart, which feels great, frankly. I can't think of a better time to kill Mercy than when you're playing as Moira. It is like the only character that you don't have to aim on, aside from like Zarya and Symmetra, but Moira's beam goes for a longer distance, so like arguably even those characters are not as good. Although I do love Zarya, she's my favorite tank. Her and Winston are my favorite tanks. There's just something about Zarya, dude. Doesn't Lucio have the highest ult cost in the game? If he does, I don't know about it. I feel like you can get beat in like a minute. You know, as like when your team is taking damage and then you're also dealing damage, you get ults so fast. You're not in queue. Thank you. Spicy One has to choose his role, I think. Gotcha. My bad. I thought I was in queue. Now I feel dumb. I like this Hanzo skin. I just never play Hanzo. You can't see his face. There we go. I like his white skin and his red eyes with the wolf thing on him. I think that's really cool. I just never ever play Hanzo, so I have no real reason to buy any of these. Plus, I don't really use skins. I do think he has very cool ones, though. The demon skin's pretty cool. I even like the Koi skin where he's like an old man with his long, like, Fu Manchu thing going on. I like that a lot. I think that's pretty dope. The I'm not a huge fan of this, but if the yellow was red, it would be my favorite one. So, like, I don't know, it's tough, right? It's tough because yellow and purple are not my favorite color scheme, but the skin itself is very cool. Very cool. The mythic skin, I think it's a mythic skin, for Junkrat, where he's, like, on fire, is so good. It's so cool looking. But you can't get that. Presumably, you'll be able to get that in Season 10 when they bring out the mythic skin store, or whatever it is, however they decide to implement it. I think there are a lot of cool skins that I missed out on, and I wish you could see them inside of the in the hero gallery. The enchanted armor skin for Pharah is interesting, but it makes you wonder, right? Like, does she, like, when she's holding her head like this, does she have a hitbox for the crit? Is it here, or is it where her head should be? Things to think about. Just sent the email of my match. Dope, bro. I'll do that one tomorrow. We got Dank as our tank. We got a Dank tank. We have a Pharah. Defending on King's Row is a decent place for Pharah, but It depends on how much value she can get, because they could very easily pick a Widowmaker and just snipe her right out of the sky.
Humanity is shackled. I will find the key. We're doing this now.
The coffee is so good, bro. Oh my god. The only problem is it's not hot anymore. Could you review it this stream? Because I have to go to school tomorrow, so I won't be able to be here. I'm only going to be on for like 30 more minutes, bro, and I have, I don't want to do them, I don't want to do 2 of them. Oh my god, bro, that is so annoying. I want to talk shit, but then if I do, she's just going to do it more, so I'm just going to stay away.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
So there we go. That's what I was talking about with the Pharah being up in the sky. They could easily just have a Widowmaker and destroy our DPS immediately. We see our tank is just waiting right now. Okay, so our tank... Yeah, dude, we just lose. We just let that tank die. We just let her die at this moment. LOL. LOL. It's so funny, tank. Isn't it so funny? She took the time to say LOL so many times over and over again. I want to save this Ashe, but she's going the wrong way. Like, your support characters are over here, dude. Yeah, it's going to take me longer than the time that we have remaining. That's unfortunate. I saw her there, but I thought I'd be able to get back around the corner. It's going to take me longer than the time we have remaining to review your gameplay. But it will be up on the replay. I will turn it into a video, as I normally do. You'll go Weaver to heal Pharah. Cool. Cool, cool. Hopefully our Pharah can do something. With an Ashe and a Widowmaker on the other team, it's going to be tough to be a flyer in this game. Every time Widowmaker uses her ultimate, I wave. Every single time I hear that go off. Just gonna throw the healing orb to the tank here. Gonna make sure that I am in complete safety, because we know the Widowmaker is up top, and she has a, That is so good. Being able to... I will say that it's a little bit OP. Being able to, pedal out of the grav is a little bit overpowered. But a very cool interaction, nonetheless. It's like the, it's like how Life Grip goes through the Mauga ult. You definitely don't want that to be, like, normal. But at the same time, it's very cool. I have the extra health from the Tree of Life right now, so I don't have to worry about standing in front of that Moira as much. I can stand in front of her without having to worry. I'm just gonna make sure that our Life Weaver stays alive here. Because, okay, their, whatchamacallit is dead. Their Widowmaker is dead. Our tank went too deep. That is too deep, tank. Yeah, there we go. Thanks, dude. She knew she went too deep, too. Pharah also went too deep. Okay, right now, because I have ult, I don't have to worry about, utilizing the skill orb to deal any damage in that general direction. I can just use my healing orb to keep my team alive. Because it's very unlikely that the skill orb will be able to get a kill on anyone from here. And we're just going to damage up on this Mercy. We're not going to let this Mercy get the res without taking some damage. What's very unfortunate is that our tank used her ultimate right there. There was no reason to use ult on that Mercy. Like, if she had just damaged her, we would have made it through. She would have died. The other tank would not have been rezzed. That's unfortunate. Our tank thinks they're really good, but are finding out that they are not. Very quickly. That's why they keep spamming their voice line, because they think that they're doing something, but in reality, they're just dying a whole lot. Hey.
Hello.
Hey. Imagine being the tank. Yeah, I'm gonna emote with you, dude. Imagine being the tank and thinking that your main job is to spam your LOL emote. Alright, tank, here we go. You first. So now, because I know that the Widowmaker is out there, I'm just going to utilize this free piece of cover to make sure that my team stays alive. With Bob going out, things get significantly scarier, right? So I need to use my fade to clear this gap. I'm going to throw the healing orb over to them. And I don't actually need to use it right now. Now I need to use it. Bounce the healing orb off on the inside there. You can see that the Ana is getting aggressive, thinking that she's going to kill us up there. Thankfully, she's not able to. I see that the Pharah is low, so I'm going to chuck the healing orb through the narrow corridor that she's standing by. That was a clutch as fuck tree of life to save our tank here, who has committed hard to this angle, but is in reality putting herself in significant amount of danger. With the sniper there, I know that I just need to stand out of the way. We're going to throw the tank the healing orb and hope that that keeps her alive. Going too deep like that is dangerous for her, especially as D.Va. Thank God we have a Life Weaver who knows what he's doing, bro. This is ridiculous. The amount of times that tank has gone too deep has been over the top. And I can't really peek to use Cole until that Widow goes down, right? With two, this is what I needed. This is the time I needed. With two ultimates having gone out for our team, their Mercy decided it was time to pull out the blaster. And that was all the time I needed to actually kill her. Just gonna keep our Pharah alive here. But I can't stay out too long. So then I fade and I disappear back to behind the team, keeping our squad alive. And right now it's time to throw the healing orb. That way I can deal a little bit of damage off in their direction. Don't want to let this Pharah get her ultimate. Unfortunately, I did not see that Spicy One was low until it was too late. Just gonna throw the healing orb up to my tank, and then I have to dive out of there. She wants me, but I'm not gonna give it to her. Now it's time to use Grav. I'm not going to be able to save her, but I am able to kill their Ana in that moment. So at the very least, we are each down a support for this next push. Our Widowmaker is not as good as their Widowmaker, which has been made clear. Our tank needs to just die so that she could respawn with another tank. With another mech. Tank, if you just jump off, you would have had another mech by now. My guy. We're just wasting time. And I'm going to utilize this angle here to ward off Bob and give myself a health pack that I could stand near. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to save our team. I can throw this right here, and I can try to stay alive as long as possible. It's not going to be long, but at the very least, I could try. And that's going to be game right there. This game is already over. Widow solos. Whatever you say, man. You threw the game. You overcommitted to angles several times. Whatever you say, pal. The game was already over because you wanted to spam LOL for the entire time. It had nothing to do with the Widowmaker on the other team. Although she was good. You tried your best. Dude, you did great. You did great. You life gripped that tank every time she was in a bad position. We got killed a couple of times by Widow, but again, like, that's the tank, right? Widow did well. She's only one damage dealer. A monkey could have stopped her. If you didn't want to play D.Va, you know, like a Winston could have stopped that Widowmaker from having value by jumping up into her high ground position and then damaging her, and she would have either left or died. And even if Winston had to dive out, he could have just put the bubble on the spot where she had the angle, right? So if he had jumped up to her spot and dropped his barrier, he could have blocked off her ability to kill us from the high ground position where she had the angle on us. Pretty easy stuff. But it's very hard to press into the backline when the Widowmaker can shoot you from the angle that you need to be at to kill their Mercy or something like that, right? But again, that was literally just the tank deciding that he didn't want to play properly. He just wanted to play D.Va. Whatever, dude. Sometimes you get people like that. They just want to play the character they want to play. Like me, who is not paying attention to the team comp at all and literally just spamming Moira every single game. I'm gonna use the Overwatch 1 skin so that I have a black outfit again. I like it better in black.
Prepare for battle. Select
Bang.
your hero.
I like it. I thought if I pulled them enough, they should get the point that they need to not get as aggressive. 100%. You did everything right by pulling her when she got ridiculously out of position. She'd never figured it out, though, you know? Every time that she had an opportunity, every time that dash was off cooldown, she was like, I'm going in! I think that was the only game we lost since we started.
Nothing breaks that I cannot.
We've been playing for like an hour and a half. I think that was the only game that we have lost so far. So it's been pretty good, right?
Hard to defeat.
Moira, are you finished?
Oh, a Roadhog, great. It really shows you how tall Moira is when you stand next to Roadhog. She is as tall as him.
One.
That's crazy. I never noticed that. Being Lucio means that we'll be able to speed boost the Roadhog into the positions we need him to be, so that's good. Gonna throw the skill orb in their general direction. It's gonna get absorbed by D.Va's defense matrix. That's unfortunate. But this Roadhog is not playing cover at all. So when he dies, it's gonna be his fault. I got booped into the wall. Just gonna grab this health pack while I wait for my shit to respawn here. I'm gonna get aggressive with this Lucio. And then I'm gonna use my fade to get out of there. I'm gonna appeal for my Luce so that we both get out of there. Their Lucio knows now that it's not time to fuck around. He can't just like run into my face and think that that's gonna be okay. Again, I'm just gonna use my healing orb, throw it out to the tank, keep the tank alive while we put damage in on this Reaper. Reaper is down, and we are good to go. See this, the Lucio is gonna find out quickly that we are not the one, right? Just gonna try and keep the Tracer alive. Unfortunately, she stood in the martyrdom of the Junkrat, so I was not able to save her. Tracer, I tried to save you, but you landed in the martyrdom of the Junkrat. I'm gonna throw the skill orb in their direction, generate some of that sweet, sweet ultimate charge. See, the Reaper is on me. It's time to throw the healing orb, right? And now that the team is getting in and getting aggressive, it's time to keep our team evened up here. And I can get out of the way as they use their Lucio ult. I'm gonna get aggressive on their Moira, so that their Moira knows that it's time to leave our Tracer alone. And with that peel, we are able to put in a significant amount of damage. I pressed fade, but it didn't give it to me. We were able to put in a significant amount of damage on that Moira, which forced her to reconsider her options and use her ultimate. They already had the point, though, so there was kind of no reason to have ulted right there. She did kill me, so at least there's that, right? She didn't completely waste it, but it wasn't a good place to have used it. And with that Junkrat tire coming out, we know that we need to be away from it. It's going to kill our tank. There's nothing I can do about that. It's just too much damage for him. Right, and we lost this point, unfortunately. But we are going to kill their Junkrat in the meantime. And potentially even their Reaper, if he lets me. I am going to die for this. Their Lucio came, but also their D.Va came and to find me as well. They now have an Echo. I'm not sure what their other DPS was before, but I never saw an Echo up to this moment, so I'm going to assume that that wasn't it. Thanks, bro. We're going to try and get to our team before they die. Just going to miss with the healing orb, but that's okay. The Reaper being here means that the Roadhog is a kind of a bad tank. That's okay. It is what it is. Our whole team just got obliterated by that. And that sucks. I'm just going to throw the healing orb for myself. I'm walking with it to make sure that I stay alive as long as possible. Tried to put the heals in on our tank, but it wasn't enough. You can see that the Lucio is going to come try and chase me, but he reconsidered. That's probably a good call for him. I'm just going to chuck that in their general direction, because you never know. If I get even a little bit of tags on it, there it is. It's going to charge up my ultimate, and now I have a coalescence for the next fight. We're just waiting for Zarya, wherever Zarya is. There she is. Waiting for Zarya, and then we'll be able to go in. You can see that our Sombra is here. All right, I'm gonna roll with Zarya and hope for the best here. The longer we can keep her alive, the more damage she will be able to do. This is not a good place for us to be going in. Again, just putting in a ridiculously huge amount of healing and damage for our team. But they're just gonna take it. That's just too much damage. Even for a Zarya. Again, we're just moving out of the way of the enemy team. I'm just gonna hide now. And they shouldn't find me. Yep, we're good. They left. Fade over to my squad. Unfortunately, it's just not enough. Hey, tank. You are kind of not using enough cover. Well, I appreciate you. I'm funneling heals into you, and I can't keep you alive.
Hello there.
She heard me. You can see that she is utilizing better cover now. Again, I'm going to try and keep her alive as best I can. Putting damage in on this Reaper is going to peel for her while she is able to hurt this Diva quite a bit. Unfortunately, there is someone behind us absolutely destroying me. And I swear to God I was out of the range of that, but I'd like to see where it landed. Okay, all right, so I was just slightly out of the piece of cover that would have protected me. I thought I was good. Or I would have moved forward more. We're just waiting for the squad. See, the Zarya is back now. So we're gonna let Zarya get all of her big damage going. Just gonna try and keep our Sombra alive. Try and keep our Zarya alive. I'm doing everything I can at this moment to keep her up. And it's just not enough. It literally is just not enough, dude.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Nah, dude. This is gonna be the end for me right here. I'm trying my best. Yeah, I got life gripped out of there. I appreciate it, dude. You know, we did all we could, man. We had, like, over 10,000 healing, just trying to keep that tank alive. She only had 4 eliminations. Like, yeah, it's tough, man. Avast? Who is Avast? I don't know what that means. Alright, well, it is what it is. Sometimes you get those tanks that just really want to be in there. They really, really want to be in there. And if they could be in there and live, that would be totally fine. But you just got to play Zarya just a little bit less aggressive than that until you have a full charge, and then you can walk through people, right? Like, we did everything we could. I had full heals on her the whole time. I barely threw any damage orbs unless she wasn't there. Like, it just, yeah, you can see she's got a low endorsement level. I'm going to go ahead and give her the endorse, though, on the off chance that that helps her continue to want to play a tank, because there are very few people who want to queue up for the tank role. Alright, we have the Tracer that was on our team last time is here now, so that's good. We have a new tank. His name is Little Daddy. So presumably he's like a very short father. And he's gonna play Roadhog, bro. I don't know what it is with people and wanting to play Roadhog lately, but it's not working.
Humanity is shackled.
You know, like, also, you are the opposite of a little daddy when you play Roadhog, man. Come on.
Fit's tricky though.
Is there a choice that you could be as tank? Not really, right? Like, Wrecking Ball. You could be Wrecking Ball, and then your name would make sense, right? I would appreciate it if you would play a tank that was better than Roadhog, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. A very short father. That's right. He's little daddy. Okay, so he's gonna play Doomfist, who is at least shorter than Roadhog. So, and if he's a really good Doomfist, then we'll probably win this, because there's nothing more painful than an aggressive Doomfist that doesn't know how to play. And he is anti-healed, and he got life gripped at that moment. That was the clutchest, most perfect life grip that he could have gotten. I'm gonna peel for our Life Weaver. Just gonna peel, just peeling. Yep, just making sure that this Sombra dies. Come to you for healing. I'm coming to you. Our team is dead here. That was nice, dude. Throwing the healing orb out to you. Just making sure that we are putting big damage in on this squad here. With their Reinhardt being here, we know that a better tank. Yeah, that's fine. Sigma is a fine tank. They have a Rein and they have a Brig, so we just got to be careful about the Brig and her double shield scenario, right? Just gonna keep little daddy alive. No, short father. Live. There's nothing I can do, bro. That's too much damage, homie. I'm literally standing next to you, just holding heal at you.
Hello.
And chuck this to our Echo. Make sure our Echo stays alive. We also have a this is a low-level Reinhardt, and you can tell by the way he's spamming voice lines. Nobody talks shit more than somebody who is brand new and thinks they're hot shit, but doesn't actually understand the fundamentals, right? I'm gonna throw that to you, dude. My guy, I peeled for you so that you were good to go. Unfortunately, our tank is dead here. Just gonna chuck that up to you. You're getting fucked with hard, huh? By doing this, I at least got them off of our Life Weaver for a second. Hopefully that will allow Tiny Father to do something. It doesn't look like it, though. Come on, tank. Nah, our team's getting destroyed. That's okay. Yeah, mine too. I'm gonna chuck this damage orb out on the off chance that it kills Sombra. But now their team is here. We're just gonna put this there. Nice. There's nothing we could have done about that, bro. There's literally nothing we could have done. Our tank died 3 times. He can't, he doesn't understand how to stop this Reinhardt. This is a common low-level problem. Reinhardt is only a menace at, like, lower levels of the game. Unfortunately, a swap for me would be better. Like, if I played Ana right now, it would be better. If I played Zen right now, it would be better. But that's not the value proposition of today's show. So we're going to hope that our tank figures it out. Malga is good. Malga can actually take this Reinhardt, but we need to kill their support. And everybody thinks that Reinhardt is the problem. Reinhardt's not the problem. It's actually Brig and the other support that they have. I actually don't even know what other support they have. I don't think I've seen her yet. Or him. I don't think I've seen them yet at all. Because the Reinhardt is getting so aggressive with the Brig. Chuck that this way. You know, hopefully I get to save this tank. I'm not gonna get to save this tank. Ana, there she is. I did see her. I remember now. But again, it's not the Reinhardt that is the problem. It's their support characters that are the problem. Right, so once I kill their support characters, we're gonna be a lot better off. Unfortunately, our team is already dead. Yeah, our team doesn't, they're not able to get kills either.
I've dealt with cynics before.
The Malga is staying alive, though, so at least there's that. I say as he's inevitably about to die. He's anti-healed, so we gotta be careful. Just trying to keep our tank alive. Unfortunately, our tank just got knocked off the map. He got charged off the map, dude. It's going better with Malga, so at least there's that, right? No! Our Pharah just stood there and got dominated by their soldier. Now both of our DPS are down, and the tank decided now is the time to charge. He was kind of committed to it at that moment, but still. Said we got him where we want him, bro. He caged them in while he was anti-healed at 20% hit points.
My ultimate ability is charging.
I can't even get an ult, bro.
My ultimate is charging. My ultimate is charging.
Our DPS aren't able to
Within my reach.
save our tank. I'm healing him as best I can. Their damage characters need to die. And when they do, we'll be a lot better off. Well, there goes our tank. So I'm just gonna kill this soldier. We actually got the point there, so that's really good. We're just gonna kill this Sombra. Nah, Sombra. No, you don't gotta go. You gotta go back to the respawn screen. Alright, we made it, dude. We actually have a point here. This could turn into like a real push. Like a real thing. We might actually get to do something here. Just gonna throw the healing orb for our team. Make sure that we are in front of them. They are in front of us even. Kill this Ana. She does not get away with that. Absolutely not. Gonna throw the damage orb out to them, generate another coalescence as best I can. The more damage they take, the more damage my tank takes, the better off we'll be towards another coal. How close is Lifeweaver? He's got 46. So it's very possible that we end up getting it. Oh, what a clutch life grip, dude. That was so fucking cool. Get fucked, other tank. Just gonna support this Pharah while she's using her ultimate. Make sure that this Ana dies at this moment. She doesn't get to live through that and get away with it. With the soldier ulting, I'm just gonna fall backwards. Just gonna go backwards there. The life grip on the tank is so clutch during the Rhine charge, bro. You sent the Rhine off the map, dude. That is it, dude. Bro, you did it. You saved our team with the life grip. Imagine killing a Reinhardt with life grip. What? That was such a good move. One more round. One more round of that. Holy shit, that was good. Amazing. That was the best ever. Best life grip I've ever seen in my entire life. Lifeweaver slightly counters Rhine. He does. He does. Because that Rhine is charge happy. And he wants to charge our tank. And when you life grip the tank, you steal all of the value from the Reinhardt. He can't one-hit our tank. And then he takes too much damage and ends up dying. So good. Holy shit, that is good. We got this. I believe in us. Little Daddy has figured it out. Unfortunately, the tank has swapped over to Diva, and now they have a Zenyatta. So we have to be very careful about the Discord Orb on our tank. But, that being said, if I can support our characters, I can't get to you, Farah. Just need to keep my tank alive and keep our DPS alive while the DPS do what the DPS do, baby. We see a Bastion is hurting our Life Weaver. I got you. I got you, fam. We're in this shit. Gotta save this Reaper. Reaper, I couldn't save you from that. Reaper, I'm sorry, dude. I couldn't save you from that one. I can kill this Zen, though. 100% can kill this Zen. Oh, what a good life grip. Thanks, bro. Farah, I'm sorry. That was just too much damage. Just gonna let my Reaper do what Reaper does? Oh no. Their Bastion got our tank. But I can get their tank out of mech. Their tank's out of mech. Yeah, baby. Dominating these hoes. We did it. You did it with the life grip, man. The life grip totally changed their game. They didn't know what to do after that. Reaper's gonna go ult on them. But what if you didn't? See, their Mercy even really wants me to be dead. We're just not going to let that happen. Oh, I got got. I got got. Bro, I'm so sorry. Hopefully you get back in time. That's okay. Even if we lose this one, we have plenty of time to keep winning. Oh my god, what a tense last game. Holy shit. Are we about to win it? I think this is where we win it. Yup. Yup. Get wrecked, other team. Get wrecked, dude. Oh my god. You completely changed their game when you life gripped the tank and sent theirs flying off the map. You were amazing in that one. Holy shit, bro. That was fantastic. Yep, and we got our Reaper. We saved our Reaper a bunch of times. Let him do what he does best. And he was able to win it. Oh my god. Dude, what a game. What a game. Alright. I think that we have sufficiently shown off the absolute balance that is Moira. You know, memeing on her a little bit. Like I said, this show is called This Is Fine because Moira is literally the This Is Fine meme of the dog sitting at a table and he's just smiling and the whole room is on fire around him. Like, that is Moira in a nutshell, right? Like, she is stupidly OP. Very, very strong, especially if she doesn't get countered by characters that have really good aim. The only way you kill her is by having good enough aim to outdamage her, because an aggressive Moira can advance on you, she can chase you, she can heal herself. She heals herself with her healing orb and her damage beam. She can heal herself during coalescence. She blasts through barriers. She has a 6-second evade move that is the best evade in the entire game, that takes you out of getting stuck by Tracer's ultimate. It takes you out of getting stuck by sticky bombs from Echo. If the enemy decides to utilize something like a Reaper ultimate next to you, you just fade away. If they the soldier has you in their sights during his tac visor, you just fade away, and it's up every 6 seconds, which allows you to go in and dive and be aggressive, and then in that time, as long as you don't overcommit to your angles, you can also dive back out, and everything will be super good if you continue to play intelligently. You can utilize her movement in a very, very aggressive way to do insane things. I want to thank Spicy1 for sending in the footage at the beginning of this game. His Lifeweaver gameplay will be up later on today. I will be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys all for coming and watching. I'm Moonchild of DudeNoWay, and I will see you in the next stream.